करेंगे. Is it clear to you? So we will begin with the destruction phase. जैसे कि मुझे बताइए चैट बॉक्स में, अगर मुझे घर बनाना होगा, एक मेरा घर है, उसके ऊपर घर बनाना पड़ेगा, तो क्या आप मुझे रिकमेंड करते हो उसी घर के ऊपर मैं दोबारा एक घर बनाऊं, या उस घर का जो एलिमेंट्स है जो परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहा उसको डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया जाए, डिमोलिश किया जाए? एवरीवन कैन यस और नो गाइस. न्यू फाउंडेशन, करेक्ट? So डिस्ट्रक्शन फेज से गुजरेंगे, और जैसे ही डिस्ट्रक्शन फेज आएगा, so all of you will go into the confusion zone. Yes or no? Think about it like this, कि आपका ये करंट घर है, उसके बाद आप नए घर के लिए यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हो, ये आपका ऑफिस है, आपको पता ही नहीं चल रहा कि क्या आपके साथ हो रहा है. Yes or no? जिस टाइम आपको कंफ्यूजन आ जाए, याद रखिएगा कि everything happening exactly the way it was planned by the master architect called as Akshay Yadav. Is it clear to you, everyone? Okay. Now, from destruction to confusion, when you come here, that's where we do what? Creation. So think like this. Your first month is destruction. Second month is sort of a confusion. And third month onwards, you will go into the creation mode. This is how the journey will look to you. So now what I'm showing you is this beautiful house. And this beautiful house was not like this when we were constructing it. Okay. I wanted to see how this house was built from a very raw space and how it is done. And then you'll understand what I'm trying to say about this destruction, confusion, and creation phase. Okay, good. Can you see my screen, guys? Wonderful. Okay, here we go. Okay, so can you imagine? Can you imagine? This house was built from this place, from this place. So you're going to go through destruction, chaos, and creation. So let me know in the chat box that are you really ready for the destruction? Because 30 minutes from now, at least 25% people will have their fucking judgment mind on, and they will start concluding, oops, I made a wrong mistake. I made a wrong decision. So are you ready for that destruction? Can I be your coach and can I be your architect uh, to create a beautiful house overbook business for you? Can I do that, guys? Because I'm going to be tough on you. I'm going to be having a straight conversation with you, not just the ye raha slide or kar lo. I'm going to be very hard on you because then only I would be able to transform all of you. So do we have a deal, guys? Everyone, every single one, those who are going to be watching the recording, I'm asking you as well. You can reply to this question in the WhatsApp main group. Everyone? Wonderful, guys, wonderful. Thank you very much. So, so the way child writes to learn ABC, likewise, you will be learning overbook principles. The more you work, the more I work with you closely. ये याद रखिएगा, the more you work, more I work with you closely. And if you come to me with an empty hand, I'm going to show you empty hand. Trust me, you feel very bad saying कि यार मैंने course भी किया, nothing happened. I will always ask you, what have you done? Have you watched the recording? Have you done this exercise? Then we talk. You cannot ask a random question that was only for USC to give you the feeling of what this Go University is all about. Everyone, makes sense to you? Now, we are going on a 90-day journey. There are three things that can stop you. Well, I call it a three barriers to learning. Three barriers to learning. Very quickly, very quickly. First is, this doesn't apply in my business. हमारे ट्रेड में ऐसा नहीं होता है. बहुत सिंपल है. अगर आप ह्यूमन बीइंग के साथ काम करते हो तो आपके ट्रेड में 100% होता है. It's just that you are not willing to see because you have a fear of losing current business, current sale, current gain, or you are in so much of debt that you are not even looking at what is possible in your life and business. Yes or no? Everyone? So, आपके बिजनेस में वर्क करता है? Yes, वर्क करता है. I want to show you an expert who's a architect and as well as innovation expert. And this is what he said when he did the Get Overbooked. He said, now watch this, he's an innovation expert. Innovation experts are not easy to, you can't convince them easily. What he said is, I have personally tested Get Overbooked framework in three of my businesses, which means three different verticals. Not verticals, completely different industry. And we are overbooked in two and moving towards overbooked in third one. So all I'm saying is this, have an open mind. Everything which I'm going to show you today and also in every class, every discussion, every comment has a meaning for your transformation, correct? So please be mindful about that. Second is how one marketing system can work in such diverse industries. Because we are working with psychology. Psychology never changes. I'll give you one example. आज से कई साल पहले, कई 100 साल पहले, तब भी लोगों को नक्शे की जरूरत थी. आज से 50 साल भी पहले नक्शे की जरूरत थी. आज भी नक्शे की जरूरत है. और आज से 50 साल, 100 साल, 1000 साल के बाद भी नक्शे की जरूरत होगी. So we need map, yes or no? तो जो लोकेशन का या डायरेक्शन का जो नीड है, वो कभी भी पूरी खत्म नहीं होगी. उसी तरीके से साइकोलॉजी ह्यूमन बीइंग की कभी भी खत्म नहीं होगी. जो उसके डिजायर्स हैं, जो उसकी चाहते हैं, वो सब जगह सेम रहेगी. बाकी वो नए जमाने के हिसाब से मॉडिफाई हो जाएगी. फॉर एग्जांपल, अब प्रिंट वाला नक्शा यूज नहीं होता है, अब गूगल मैप यूज होता है. इज इट क्लियर टू यू? सो डोंट गो देयर. एंड थर्ड इज सेलेक्टिव लर्निंग और लर्निंग विद assumptions. ये ना बहुत डेंजरस है. ये बहुत डेंजरस है. ये डेंजरस ऐसे है कि आपने जब सेलेक्टिव लर्निंग कर ली कि मैं सिर्फ यही करूंगा, इतना ही करूंगा, तो ये डेंजरस ऐसे है कि आधा इंफॉर्मेशन ना आपको इधर का रखेगा ना उधर का रखेगा. Make sense to you? So don't do selective learning. Become a kid. And when I say kid, I say there is a state called no, K and O. No, no, nothing, no, nothing state. Which means drop all the possible assumptions, every single thing you know about YouTube, AdWords, exhibition halls, export directory, and gem portal. Come on, park it. Everything. Yes or no? ये जो प्रोग्राम है, we believe in community. And we have my team here, and we have got senior captains and past participants. So, हम क्या करने वाले हैं? यूएसए में 2000, 3000, 4000 लोग होते हैं. It's very difficult to manage. So we have got close to 500, 600 people, and we will divide into smaller groups, and you will be tracked, monitored, questioned, checked, taking feedback. So by the captains. So only thing is that आप please यहाँ ध्यान देना कि मेरा MCB देख लो से ज्यादा ये भी है कि आप दूसरों का भी MCB देखो. कैसे नो? मेरा MCB, मेरा 4 phase देख लो से ज्यादा है दूसरों का भी देखो. So what I'm requesting all of you is, I'm encouraging all of you is, make it a collaborative game. Make it a collaborative game कि मैं अपना तो करवाऊंगा ही, बट मैं अपने बड़ी का भी करवाऊंगा. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जो भी ग्रुप ऐसा कर लेता है वो जीत जाता है, अदरवाइज नहीं होता है. ऐसा ना. तो जब भी आपको कोई भी चीज चाहिए, इफ यू वांट समथिंग, इफ यू आस्किंग फॉर सम हेल्प, ऑलवेज आस्क एम आई गिविंग सम हेल्प. अगर आप नहीं दोगे, जो कम्युनिटी का जो डायनेमिक्स है वो आपको नहीं मिलेगा, और आपको बहुत जो हम मैजिक क्रिएट कर सकते हैं वो आ जाएगा. ओके, सो वेरी वेरी क्विक क्वेश्चन. If you were to do USC or any other program second time, what would you do differently? What would you do differently? Implement side by side with this implementation. Implementation, participate, yes. Now what about other people who are not writing, who are sitting, watching content kab aayega? Okay, good. Now you have written the answer. And it's not that you had no idea about this, but this time my question to you is what will you do more? What will you do less? What will you do more? What will you do less? What will you do more? What will you do less? Okay. Good. So in one line, I want you to tell me क्या चीज समझ में आई आपको अभी? क्या चीज समझ में आई? I want to hear from you. क्या समझ में आया? Everyone. समझ में क्या आया? Okay. So be receptive, devote more time. Yes. Okay. Trust, must attend, implement, follow, take action, practice. Yes. Build community. Very good. Excellent. So you know कि क्या चीज improve करनी है. Good. Okay. So let me give you a 30,000 feet overview of the whole curriculum, whole program, and then I will ask you a question. कि कोई चीज आपको clear ना हो, because then we begin with the other marketing weapon which I want to give it to you. So all of you have signed up for this Get Overlooked program, and the schedule is uh, uh, 11 plus one session. So 11 session on Zoom and one session is go live. Typical timing is 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. I have a feeling that in some of the classes we will go to 11 to 1 a.m. as well. So if you have any problem, your back problems, you can always watch replays and recordings. Okay. Now, this program, this class, the main class will happen on Saturdays starting from today, December 7th, 2024. This is the broad curriculum. And now here's the note which is very important. Based on the group's energy and the need, I may add some element and I may delete some elements so that you get the outcome which you want. Yeah. So quickly, I'll just run through you the curriculum. First is map of how to get overbooked. So I will explain to you the naksha. कि मुझे A से B जाना है, तो instead of taking a long route, how about going to A to B? तो उसका एक पूरा नक्शा recap, revisit करेंगे. दूसरा, you cannot get overbooked. You cannot have more money, or you cannot have more sales, or more profit, or whatever you want, more of it. अगर आपका पात्र पात्र छोटा होगा तो इज मेकिंग सेंस टू यू? मतलब ये कि आपका जो झोला है, आपका जो बैंक है, आपका जो कटोरा है, अगर वो छोटा होगा तो उसके अंदर में वो जाएगा ही नहीं, वो आपके पास नहीं आएगा, किसी और के पास चला जाएगा। ऐसा ना? तो जो आपका जो पात्र है, जो जिस जगह से आप अपने कस्टमर्स को, प्रॉफिट को, सेल्स को होल्ड करना चाहते हो, उसको मैं बोलता हूँ गेट ओवर गुड आइडेंटिटी। दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग विच विल हैपन टू यू। आज का दिन याद कर लीजिएगा, आज से 90 दिन बाद कर लीजिएगा, आप नोट करेंगे कि आप उसी डिग्री में ओवरबुक होंगे जिस डिग्री में आपकी आइडेंटिटी ग्रो वाली बनेगी। ओके, एक स्पेशल प्रोसेस है, बहुत सबकॉन्शियस लेवल पे गो आइडेंटिटी को क्रिएट करता है, इसका नाम बी डू हैव है, आपने सुना होगा, बट गो के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में कभी नहीं देखा होगा, सुना होगा। ओके, सो विल लर्न दैट, दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। नाउ नेलिंग मार्केट 2.0 क्या है कि देयर इज अ स्मॉल मार्केट, देयर इज अ मार्केट which is which is for just for you, and this market, this niche is ultra profitable for you, ultra profitable for you. Yes, now here's the thing, हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम दुनिया में जो भी मेरे पास इंक्वायरी आ रही है उनको सर्व करने में लगे हुए हैं, because we are so busy in serving everybody, we are not able to nail वो कौन सा कस्टमर सेगमेंट है, वो कौन सी मार्केट है जो मेरी बात सुनेगा। सुनो, इसको ऐसे समझते हैं कि जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना कि सोलमेट, सोलमेट। सो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सोलमेट? प्लीज लेट मी नो इन द चैट बॉक्स, व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय सोलमेट? सोलमेट क्या होता है? सोलमेट क्या होता है? Exactly like this. Yes. Exactly like this. There is a soulful customer. There is a soulful market that is designed only for you. And the beautiful part is that market has already chosen you the day you started your business. It's just that you are so busy in somewhere else in the noise that you are not able to see that, not able to hear that. They're calling you and calling you and calling you, but you're not. And because you are not going to the market which you should go, other people who don't belong to that customer are going there, and none of the person is happy. Does it make sense to you what I'm saying? Everyone? So we want to nail this market. जैसे ये वाली अगर एक्टिविटी हम करेंगे, वहां से आपकी लाइफ बदलनी शुरू हो जाएगी. Most likely in third or fourth session we will attack this. Then we'll talk about वो कौन सी नीड्स हैं, कौन सी डिजायर्स हैं आपके चूजन मार्केट की, न्यू मार्केट की और करंट मार्केट की, जिसको कि हम अगर सर्व करते हैं तो लोग मेरे पास आते हैं. Will know how do you interview your customers, what question you need to ask, and how do you interpret those questions. Then comes smart buyer journey. How many people remember this concept of controlling the flow? Controlling the flow. How many people remember that? And what do you mean by controlling the flow? Controlling the flow को आप ऐसा समझ सकते हैं कि अगर लाल बत्ती जो होती है, रेड लाइट होती है, अगर वो स्पीड से हट जाए तो क्या होगा? क्या होगा? पूरा का पूरा क्या हो जाएगा, करेक्ट? बट अगर आप लाल बत्ती और पुलिस ऑफिसर लगा देते हो तो दुनिया की कोई भी गाड़ी हो, छोटी गाड़ी, अमीर गाड़ी, बड़ी गाड़ी, दे फॉलो द सेम थिंग एंड यू क्रिएट अ ब्यूटीफुल स्पेस. इसी तरीके से कस्टमर आपको फोन जब मन चाहे कर लेता है, जब धमका देता है, जब पैसा कम करवा देता है. हु इज कंट्रोलिंग द फ्लो? जो भी कंट्रोल करेगा फ्लो वो जीतेगा. अगर कस्टमर करेगा तो कस्टमर जीतेगा. आप कन्विंस नहीं कर पाओगे, अगर आप करोगे तो आप जीतोगे. सो वी नीड टू मैप अ बायर जर्नी फ्रॉम अ स्ट्रेंजर टू अ हैप्पी कस्टमर. एक एक कंपोनेंट को मैप करेंगे, बिल्कुल नक्शे की तरह बनाएंगे, जैसे घर घर का नक्शा बनता है वैसे, और उसके ऊपर में हम अपना मार्केटिंग कोलैटरल बनाना शुरू करेंगे. क्लियर? नाउ कम्स, दिस इज द एडवांस 4 फेज ट्रेनिंग. जितने लोगों ने 4 फेज यहाँ पे सीखी है, बनाया है, उनको हम डिस्टिंक्शन देंगे. एंड देन you will know signature MCB, and signature MCB will come from customer interviews, need and desires, and also requalifying, rechecking कि मेरी मार्केट किस पे मुझे काम करना है कि नहीं करना है. ओके, मुझसे कोई बोलेगा ना कि अगर किसी बिजनेस में इमीडिएटली क्या मार्केटिंग में चेंज करना चाहिए जिससे कि रिजल्ट आएगा, जस्ट लुक फॉर मार्केट 2.0. एक मार्केट बैठी हुई है पैसा देने के लिए, हम उसको ढूंढ नहीं पा रहे हैं, देख नहीं पा रहे हैं, दैट्स ऑल. इमीडिएट कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, प्रोडक्ट भी चेंज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, इवन मार्केटिंग करने की जरूरत नहीं है। ओके, देन ही कम्स दी मार्केटिंग किट। मार्केटिंग किट, अब मैं एक सवाल पूछता हूँ आपसे, आप युद्ध में या मैदान में आप जाते हो, तो अगर आपके पास अस्त्र शस्त्र नहीं होंगे तो व्हाट विल हैपन? लाइकवाइज आप बिजनेस कर रहे हो, आपने इतना अच्छा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बना रखा है, ऑफिस बना रखा है, बट उसके कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आपने अपना मार्केटिंग कोलैटरल नहीं बनाया। आई कॉल दिस एज अ मार्केटिंग किट। मार्केटिंग किट अपने में एक दुनिया है, बहुत बड़ी दुनिया है, और आपको बहुत मजा आएगा जब हम ये करेंगे। बट मार्केटिंग किट तब तक नहीं बन सकती अच्छी जब तक कि आपके पास बायर जर्नी नहीं डिफाइंड है। बायर जर्नी कब तक अच्छी नहीं बनेगी? जब तक कि आप इसको डिफाइन नहीं करोगे कि मुझे किसके साथ काम नहीं करना है, किसके साथ काम करना है। मुझे बात बताइए कि अगर मुझे 100% क्लैरिटी नहीं है, अगर मुझे 100% क्लैरिटी नहीं है कि मुझे किसके साथ काम करना हो, तो क्या आप उसकी नीड डिजायर को समझ पाओगे? क्या उसके लिए आप मैप आउट कर पाओगे कोई भी चीज? आंसर है नो। एक ग्रे ग्रे होगा, वेग वेग होगा। सो क्लैरिटी और ट्रांसपेरेंसी नहीं होगी। मेक सेंस टू यू? देन in this we are going to also learn the science of making websites. And when I say science of making websites, you replace it with the brochure, you replace with the exhibition stand, collaterals, anything, because this science I'm showing you in website format, but is applicable every single place. Then we learn how to manufacture trust and credibility. कितने लोग को याद है यूएससी के क्लास में मैंने बार बार आपको ये वाली स्लाइड दिखाई थी? यू रिमेंबर दैट? उसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि इफ पीपल डोंट ट्रस्ट यू, एंड व्हेन आई से पीपल डोंट ट्रस्ट यू, आई मीन टू से प्रोस्पेक्ट्स, जिसने आपको बिजनेस दे दिया है वो ट्रस्ट कर रहा है तभी बिजनेस दिया है। इफ पीपल डोंट ट्रस्ट यू बाय लुकिंग एट योर फाउंडेशन, इफ पीपल दे डोंट ट्रस्ट यू, देन ट्रस्ट मी, इवन एट द लोएस्ट प्राइस इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू सेल। ओके, तो हम क्या करेंगे? वी लर्न द साइंस ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ट्रस्ट एंड क्रेडिबिलिटी। कैसे हम अपने मार्केटिंग कोलैटरल में, अपने बिहेवियर में, अपने बॉडी लैंग्वेज में हम ट्रस्ट को जनरेट करें और ऑथेंटिकली करें। झूठ ज्यादा दिन चलता नहीं है। हम लोग एक सेम पेज पे हैं? गिव मी यस और नो गाइस। ब्यूटीफुल, ब्यूटीफुल। नेक्स्ट इज नेलिंग द आईआरओ, इरिजिस्टिबल ऑफर, इरिजिस्टिबल ऑफर। तो इसके बारे में मैं और बताऊंगा। अभी चलते हैं फोर्थ फेज बेस्ड बुक राइटिंग। आप लोगों ने यहाँ पे बुक लिखी होगी और बुक पब्लिश भी की होगी, बुक भेजी भी होगी, बट वी आर गोइंग टू ब्रिंग द फोर्थ फेज साइंस इन योर बुक। सो आई विल आस्क यू टू रीराइट द बुक और मे बी न्यू राइट। दिस विल बिकम यू इन प्रिंट, यू इन प्रिंट। अगर आप सामने में किसी के खड़े होते तो क्या बोलते, ये वो होता। ओके, मजा आएगा इसको करने में। हमने हमने रिकॉर्ड रिकॉर्ड किया है क्रिएट, इस बार आपके साथ भी करेंगे। हमने 6 आवर्स से 12 आवर्स के अंदर में बुक फिनिश करके पब्लिशर को सबमिट कर दिया। ओके, नाउ we will do core marketing activities. When I say core marketing activities is to how do you get traffic which you own, traffic which you buy, किसको हमें पकड़ना है, कैसे एक्टिवेट करना है, and then we will go for a keep in touch strategy, KIT. Very powerful, very powerful, very powerful. एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ मैं आपको कि अगर किसी ने इंक्वायरी भेजी है, तो रिसर्च कहता है कि 12 महीने में वो उस इंक्वायरी को कन्वर्ट कर देगा, मतलब वो सामान खरीद लेगा। क्वेश्चन है कि वो आपसे खरीदेगा या किससे खरीदेगा। तो जब पहली बार कस्टमर ने ना बोला, तो मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो आपसे नहीं खरीदेगा। इट्स जस्ट दैट यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनफ फॉलोअप, स्मार्ट फॉलोअप। if you do that, you would be able to convert a lot of customers who said no to you. यहाँ पे कितने लोग ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने गेट ओवर बुक को पहले नो बोला फिर यस बोला? Anyone? बहुत सारे लोग हैं, it's not that. And to get all of you here, we just followed this simple. We did not do anything, and that's what I'm going to teach you and help you implement in your business. Okay? Okay, good. Now the last thing, when I say last thing, it is basically not the last thing, but still, we will do review and integration. Meaning कि आपने क्या किया, क्या रह गया, क्या नहीं रह गया, और कुछ इंटीग्रेट करने की जरूरत है कि नहीं। So that is the overall curriculum I have planned for you. So how is it for you guys? Now, this is very good, but I want you to remind you that you will have to work a lot. If you don't work a lot, if you don't participate, if you don't do the homework classwork, if you don't ask good questions, if you are stuck in the same thing कि मेरा तो सर 11 गेम चलता है, ओहो फिर आप गलत बिजनेस में गलत जगह पे गलत क्लास में आ गए, you will not have fun. Okay, so okay, good, let's go. I want to remind you once again, as we will progress in the journey, the intensity of the content, intensity of homework, and the implementation will go up and up and up and up. तो बहुत बहुत बड़ा चांस है कि ये जोश में स्टार्ट हुआ वाला जो कोर्स है वो डिप होना शुरू हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. फिर आपको क्या करना है, आपको मुझको पकड़ना है, कैप्टन को पकड़ना है, अपने ग्रुप को पकड़ना है और जोर लगाना है और फिर आगे बढ़ना है. उसमें से फिर कुछ लोग गिरना शुरू कर देंगे, यस और नो. कुछ नहीं करना है, फिर से पकड़ना है, फिर आगे बढ़ना है. इज इट मेकिंग सेंस टू यू? दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी पावरफुल, वेरी वेरी डीप प्रोग्राम. दिस इज नॉट how to do SEO, how to create some structure. This is pure subconscious psychology that works every single time. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, good. So now you have heard me till here and you found this interesting. So I want to give you a small gift. Anybody interested in the gift? Okay. The gift which I want to offer to you is called as, it's called Fast Implementation Class. You can call it as Accountability Class. As you have seen in the USC, you will have a Q&A and practice session. Schedule will be 7 p.m. to 9, 10, 11 p.m. And you have to come with a curious, smiling face and mojo to confront something new. So the first, who can tell me when is the first Wednesday after this? Which date? Which is 12th of December. 12th of December. This particular session of accountability will be led by me. Led by me. Is it 11th? Okay. The 11th. 11th of December, led by me. So we will do a lot of Q&A and we'll also do the part 2 of today's class. Part 2 of today's class. Part 2 of today's class. And when I will reveal to you the full part 1, you will be in like an explosive zone. And part 2 is just a 2x or 4x of the part 1. It's a part 1. You'll love it. Okay. So now I want to give you another gift. Anybody interested? Who's interested? Okay, good. So another gift is, this is a beautiful session which is called Tea Chai with Ava. This is casual, less of agendas, more of a knowing, more about you, more about your challenges, and a lot of pure soulful Q&As. And every question, every answer are answered with love, with grace. And this is like you always looking for such conversation. So this Tea Chai with Ava will happen on Sundays, all the Sundays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., maximum 9:30, because after that I have my sessions. And then you have to just bring smiling face and mojo to do some real work. So in briefly, you have got 12 sessions, which is now has become 36 sessions with you. 36 sessions with you. Okay. Tomorrow nahi hai. It's not tomorrow. Kal ki chai nahi hai. Wednesday se shuru kar rahe. Okay. And 36 sessions, 4 training will happen Saturdays, each eye on Sundays, practice session on Wednesdays. ये तो given हुआ है, इसके अलावा plus भी बहुत सारा है. The whole idea is to get you on the implementation zone. So this is how the overall picture looks to you. This is how the overall picture looks to you. So for example, कि आज का session जब खत्म हुआ, let's say, आज का सेशन जब खत्म हुआ तो you will come to session number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. So this is how it will look like. This is how it will look like. So these are the Saturdays and these are the Wednesdays. Yes. And then these are the Sundays. Apart from this, you will have like this late night boot camps, late night boot camps. And then you may have a 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m. morning classes. तो जो भी इसको छोड़ के किसी भी क्लास की कोई रिकॉर्डिंग कोई रिप्ले नहीं होता है. इट इज अ मोर ऑफ अ डूइंग थिंग. ओके. तो कम फ्रॉम दैट पर्सपेक्टिव इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग जो मेन क्लासेस था उसकी रिकॉर्डिंग आपको मिल जाएगी. So overall, this is how the schedule looks to you. And now I want to take out your calendar, do whatever you want to do, but schedule the whole thing now. Okay. Schedule all the Saturdays, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Each eye with me online. Practice session schedule right now. Go live is going to happen on 16th of January offline in Delhi. We will give you the details. And then we will complete our last class, Go completion celebration or party, you may call it as 22nd, which means class हम शुरू करेंगे 6 o'clock and then party will happen 9 p.m. onwards. And we would have 4-phase challenge the way we had in USC. 4-phase challenge will happen as per the captain's date. And 4-phase book writing will happen in the month of, I think, December end or January. We'll inform you. I would highly encourage that you participate in everything offline, but if you can't do that, online is good. This is not online, this is 100% offline. And we will do a lot of belief shift exercises, which will happen only offline. I'll give you 2-3 slots, choose one. So जो ग्रे में लिखा हुआ है उसकी डेट्स अभी कंफर्म नहीं है. मैं आपको अगले सेशन तक दे दूंगा डेट्स. So you can block your dates. Right now, yes, Mridula. Yes, you're right. This is Thursday, not Saturday. I'm sorry about it. 16th January, Thursday. Because हमारे को होटल की बहुत सारी दिक्कत आ रही थी, डेट्स शिफ्ट करना पड़ा. So yeah, Piyush, now it is 16th. All offline classes in Delhi. Yes, 16th is birthday. Yeah, we will celebrate. Go completion starting 6 a.m. No, not 6 a.m. We will start the class at 6 p.m. and finish the class by 9 p.m. and 9 p.m. onwards we'll do top party and masti. Rajesh ji, सब बताऊंगा मैं आपको. But for now, block the calendars. I'm giving you everyone 2-3 minutes. Do that right now, and once you have done it completely, let me know. Offline party can't happen on. अभी नहीं बता पाऊंगा मैं आपको नमो. Once you have done the this calendar slot booking in your calendar or something, you do that. I want you to let me know. And when you say you have done it, you should mean it. Meaning, if I call you and say show me, then you should not say idhar tha, रह गया, not acceptable. Quickly, guys, one more minute. Do it means do it. Okay, 30 seconds left. Quickly, forward. Celebration happens at 9 p.m., but you can come and attend class. So online, offline, different podcasts. Everyone done? Okay, good. Good. And if you have not done it, please make sure that you have done it. And those who will be watching the recording and replay, please do it and then inform me in the mail group that you have done it. Okay, guys, very well done. It is the 16th January final the chance of modification. So this is final albeit until unless government does something to the hotel or to you and me. Okay, shall I do in Zoom or Google Calendar? Your choice, Lalit. Perfect. Okay. Now let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How many of you? How many of you? How many of you would like to have more sales on your terms? And how many of you would like to really have more business than your capacity? Which means you will have to say no to people that I can't take you for some time. Chahe 10 days or chahe 15 days or yeah, whatever time. Yeah. Okay. So to get to a state, which I called as an overbooked state, to get to that state, I want to give you the inconvenient truth, which you need to know now. This is very important. Okay. First of all, getting overbooked, which means having more sales on your terms, would require discipline. Would require what? Discipline and strong work ethics from your side, which means that you are not going to focus on delegation. Rather, you're going to take a discipline to do yourself first time. Then we can delegate. Is it clear to you, everyone? Second thing is the inconvenient truth is I'm not going to share or talk what you wish to hear. I repeat, I'm not going to talk or share what you wish to hear. I am going to share and talk what you need to hear. Is the distinction clear to you? Is the distinction clear to you? By paying 1,02,000 rupees, you got a seat in this class, but that doesn't mean that you will get transformed. Is it clear to you? I'm going to share what you need to hear, not what you wish to hear. This is not a kindergarten class. This is we're talking about a very serious thing, which is becoming a number one in your category, whatever time it takes, 6 months or 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, and it would require strong discipline. So you got to come from that state. Okay. Now, when I say discipline, मेरे को ना दंगल मूवी किसी ने देखी है? दंगल मूवी में एक सीन है एंड दैट इज वेरी क्लोज टू माय हार्ट. आई जस्ट लव दैट. I love that. I want to show you that scene and then I will tell you what I meant by that. Okay.
वह मेटल इस पेड़ पे नहीं उगते, उन्हें बनाना पड़ता है प्यार से, मेहनत से, लगन से. हर खिलाड़ी की तरह मेरा भी सपना था देश के लिए गोल्ड मेडल लाना. जो मैं करना चाहता था हमारा बेटा करके दिखाएगा. देश के लिए गोल्ड जीतेगा हमारा बेटा, अपना तिरंगा सबसे ऊपर लहराएगा. एक और हार. मुबारक हो भाई साहब, चौथी भी चोरी हुई है. मैं आपका छोरा नहीं देख पाई. गलत मत समझ मैंने. गीता और बबीता दोनों ही बहुत प्यारी हैं, पर मेरा जो सपना है ना सिर्फ छोरा ही पूरा कर सके. लगता है गोल्ड मेडल के लिए भारत को और इंतजार करना पड़ेगा.
देखो ना भाई साहब, कितनी बुरी तरह से मारे हैं. सुझा दिया है मार मार के.
क्यों मारा? मैंने ना मारा था.
गीता बबीता ने मारा है. शुरुआत इन्ना करी थी पापा. मना कुतिया कह रहा था, बबीता ने कमीनी. हम ना बिटा दिए दो चार.
मैं हमेशा ये सोच के रोता रहा कि छोरा होता तो देश के लिए कुश्ती में गोल्ड लाता. जो बात मेरी समझ में ना आई कि गोल्ड तो गोल्ड होता है, छोरा लावे या छोरी. और वो चीज जो पहलवानी से इनका ध्यान हटावेगी मैं उसने हटा दूंगा.
बातों की पहलवानी अब तक गलों का.
तो बहुत हो गई टिक टैक टो. अब दंगल होगा, मार्केटिंग का दंगल. So I am expecting all of you to get ready for this. आपके ओवरबुक होने की यात्रा में जो भी बीच में आएगी मैंने उसको हटा देना है. और उसका मतलब ये है कि you will leave the class. I am okay with that. I am willing to lose you, but I am not going to willing to go light on you. ठीक है? तो इसी मूवी से बहुत बड़ी कोट है कि मेडलिस्ट पेड़ पे नहीं उगते, उन्हें बनाना पड़ता है प्यार से, मेहनत से, लगन से. उसी को मैंने मॉडल किया. ओवरबुक बिजनेस पेड़ पे नहीं उगते, उन्हें बनाना पड़ता है प्यार से, मेहनत से, लगन से. अगर आपके पास वो प्यार, मेहनत, लगन है, then we can talk. Otherwise, this is your last class with me, and then we don't meet ever. Okay? So, how many of you are able to understand the philosophy we are discussing right now? Because I'm not interested in your few bucks. I'm going to kill every single thing that will come in your way. Every single belief, every single drama, every single stories which you have been giving to yourself, and just do that. So you have to grow up, you have to fight for your business. Your business deserves you, you deserve this. Only business to you. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you for that thing. Now, the next thing is, you will have to involve. You will have to involve. Okay? This is not a course, this is a doing game. The first thing is that you need to attend all sessions. Matlab all sessions. Matlab all sessions. Do you understand this? You have to attend all sessions. And for whatever reason you can't, then you have to watch recording for sure 100%. Number one. Number two, do not mix past understanding with the get over book framework. If you bring your past, for example, somebody wrote in the chat box कि मुझे क्रेडिट पे बिजनेस नहीं करना है. मैं समझ गया, बट क्रेडिट पे बिजनेस क्यों नहीं करना है? मार्केट देगी नहीं आपको, उसके लिए आप क्या करना चाहते हो? दैट्स हाउ यू कम टू मी. ओके, नाउ कितने लोग इस बात को जानते हैं कि जब हम किसी चीज को लुक करते हैं तो एक्चुअली में लुक नहीं कर रहे होते? कभी देखा आपने कि आप देख के भी अनदेखा हो रहे होते हो? जब हम लिसन कर रहे होते हैं तब भी हम लिसन नहीं कर रहे होते हैं. तो इस पूरी जर्नी में आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू many things which is in front of you, which you are not willing to see, which your father wanted you to see, your mother wanted you to see, your spouse wanted you to see, your past teacher wanted to see, but you have not seen it because of your fears, because of your dramas, stories. I'm going to ask you to see. Is it clear to you? And in this journey, you will feel like giving up. But I want to tell you that you can give up on yourself, but I cannot give up. I will not give up on you. I will bring you back as long as you are willing. Okay? Now, some people will have multiple companies. I would encourage you to focus on one company first. Do not mix with 2 companies or 5 companies. कि मेरा भाई ये कर लेगा, मेरी बहन ये कर लेगी. No. Focus on one thing. हम लोग सब लोग same page पे हैं. Are you getting the point? Okay. Now, जब मैंने बात की डिसिप्लिन की और जब मैंने बात की वर्क एथिक्स की, तो इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है कि टू अचीव द ओवरबुक्ड स्टेट, OS stands for overbooked state. OS stands for overbooked state. And this is the formula of implementation. This is the formula of implementation. So CS stands for current situation. This stands for overbooked situation, overbooked state. And so let's say your current situation is, let's say you make 10 CR as a revenue per year. And your overbooked state is, let's say 20 CR, for example. This is just an idea. So to achieve from current to overbooked state, you need what? PP, which is called as a proven plan. Proven plan. The proven plan I'm going to give you in this program throughout this whole 90 days. I'll give you pieces, full picture. And now, if you have a proven plan, and if you D2E means discipline to execute. Discipline. So if you have a discipline to execute the proven plan, you are going to get to overbooked state. But here's the thing. Here's T stands for time, which means you execute thing for 1 day versus you execute thing for 10 days versus you execute thing for 100 days. And if you execute for 1,000 days, the compounding impact is very high. Does it make sense to you what I'm saying? Okay. So discipline to execute and time is very, very important. So 90 days, you are all in, you are giving your best, and no dramas, no stories. Okay, Purnamji, I'll just repeat for you once again. Let's say you make 10 crore rupees of revenue right now, and you want to go to 20 crore. This is an overbooked state. Overbooked state का मतलब क्या होता है? कि इसके बाद मेरी कैपेसिटी खत्म हो गई है. तो 10 करोड़ से 20 करोड़ के लिए हमारे पास एक प्रूवन प्लान बनाना होगा, जो हम बनाएंगे, जो मैं आपको दूंगा. प्लान अगर रेडी है तो आपको एग्जीक्यूट करना होगा उसको, यानी कि आपके पास डिसिप्लिन होना चाहिए एग्जीक्यूट करने का. एंड देन यू हैव टू एग्जीक्यूट एवरी सिंगल डे फॉर टिल द टाइम यू गेट ओवरबुक्ड. इज इट क्लियर टू यू नाउ? Okay, cool. Now. So once again, I'm just checking with you, guys, have you scheduled this? If not, please do that. Okay. Now, how to get maximum value from this training and the concepts I'm going to teach. I'll take another 5-10 minutes to come to the marketing lessons. Just stay with me. I am going to teach a lot of things to you. Lot of means a lot of things. Means a lot of things. Means a lot of things. You have not even imagined. You may have to go to Harvard to even get these things. Okay. Now, for example, I don't want anyone to touch their current business. कोई भी बंदा अपना current business का current working और current style को touch मत कीजिएगा. जो चल रहा है चलने दीजिए. Now, for example, let's say you got this trust triangle, a very powerful thing, and now you believe that you can use here in the current business. Go for it. You realized that kit strategy is beautiful for your current business. Go for it. You realize that the marketing mindset is beautiful and you can apply in the current business, go for it. So by applying these concepts in current business, your current business will not get disturbed, it will go up only. Everyone clear? Now, for example, let's say overbook identity or change in equation is not going to work in your current business and you don't want to touch your current income level. So what do you do is in your mind, you create another replica of your business. भाई same business है, but एक replica बना लो, जिससे हम कंप्यूटर में full बनाते हैं. And then you start implementing those concepts for that new business. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आपके पास 100 करंट कस्टमर्स हैं, इनका एक रवैया है आपके साथ बात करने का, आपका एक रवैया है इनसे बात करने का, इनका बिहेवियर चेंज करना आसान नहीं है तो आप अप्लाई नहीं करेंगे. बट आपका जो पहला कस्टमर नया, बिल्कुल नया, ब्रांड न्यू, जैसे आप चाहते हो, वो जो लाने का प्रक्रिया है वो आप यहाँ पे इंप्लीमेंट करोगे. मेक सेंस टू व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? कहने का मतलब ये है कि आई विल टीच यू सो मेनी थिंग्स, सो मेनी पावरफुल थिंग्स. इफ यू फील इट इज एप्लीकेबल इन दिस करंट मॉडल, श्योर. इफ यू वांट टू होल्ड फॉर सम टाइम, एब्सोल्युटली ओके. बिकॉज लोगों को ऐसा परसेप्शन होता है कि अक्षर इज ट्राइंग टू break their current revenue, whereas I'm trying to make the evolution, not the going things down. Clear? Okay, good. इस पूरी जर्नी में you have to go slow. आपको पागल नहीं होना, आपको भागना नहीं है, आपको मरना नहीं है, कटना नहीं है. जो छूट गया मैं खड़ा हूं और मैं कहीं नहीं जा रहा. 90 दिन आपके लिए हूं. इसमें ध्यान क्या देना है? टाइम, डिसिप्लिन टू एग्जीक्यूट एंड टाइम. तो रनिंग में मत जाइए, जॉगिंग पे जाइए, which means every day for 2 hours for 90 days, good job. Every day 3 hours for 90 days, good job. Do decide the time. Clear? Go slow, go slow, go slow, go slow. I have your back. आपको जिता के रखूंगा. ठीक है? Now, this WhatsApp group is for important updates, win sharings, anything except will be asked to withdraw. So please keep it clean. Do no self promotion. Strategically मत कीजिएगा. लोग क्या करते हैं कि एग्जांपल के लिए they will send their MCB and then they will write a one line, please give me feedback. This is a very chalak way which people understand that I want to offer my MCB to the market. Don't do that. You are learning marketing. You learn to create curiosity, and you do these things in your personal accountability groups. Okay? And no forward message, no good morning, nothing. Until unless I see that, you can share that. ताकि ये वो ना बन जाए. Always remember that your Zoom mic is muted all times. When you have Q&As, you can unmute in turn. And please, 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 please make sure that the videos are on. Watch this. Those people videos are off. They are the people who will complain a lot by the end of the program. And those people whose videos are on and they're active in the class, they are the people who will pass the exam with the flying colors. And if I see constantly you are switching off your video, one of my team members will call you and make sure that you understand that this is important. Clear, clear, clear? Now, ये जो नंबर है आपको चिपका लेना अपने दिमाग में. आप मेन ग्रुप में अपने कैप्टन को मुझे कुछ नहीं पूछेंगे, हर सवाल इस नंबर पे करेंगे. कुछ भी, मतलब ऑपरेशनल कोई भी चीज होगी, मार्केटिंग से रिलेटेड होगा वो आप मेन ग्रुप पे डालेंगे. Is this clear to you guys? So that is the orientation part, and we have finished the first part, and now and we go to Ghost Story and the Marketing Secret Weapon 1. Are you ready? Okay. Now I'm going to switch on my video and I will have 1 or 2 sharings. अभी तक जो भी किया, what are you getting present to? What is your excitement level? What are your questions? You can raise your hand and I will have few quick sharings. So क्या समझ में आया? Because I want a little bit of exhalation so that yes, please go ahead.
Hi sir, really highly excited, definitely to get on board again. और सर अब बहुत नए इंसाइट्स लग रहे हैं. अभी जिस तरह से आपने पूरा समझाया, पूरी तरह से ऐसा लग रहा है कि अब एक और जर्नी शुरू हो चुकी है. एंड द वे यू टोल्ड कि करंट बिजनेस को नहीं छेड़ना, उसमें जो चीजें इंप्लीमेंट करते जाओ और जो नए कस्टमर्स आ रहे हैं उनको नए की तरह ट्रीट करके उसको रोल इन वहां पे करो. अमेजिंग.
Awesome. Yes, Rohit.
Hi, sir.
Mhm.
Just a second. Hi, sir. तो
Yeah.
जो आपने बताया सर अभी अपनी करंट मार्केट को डिस्टर्ब करो, वो मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था, बिकॉज आई एम अगेन इन द रिटेल. तो मुझे लग रहा था मेरी करंट मार्केट को मैं कैसे ना छेड़ूं और नेक्स्ट स्टेप लूं, पर वो मुझे कुछ कुछ एजेंडास हैं, वो चीजें क्लियर हो रही है, बट कैसे कैसे होगी वो आपसे मुझे एक बार समझना पड़ेगा सर.
Sure. Okay, good. Okay, so let's hear from Pallavi.
I'm really thank you, Akshay. Thank you so much. So, like you know, I have two businesses, and I was kind of unsure कि मुझे इसे अपनी existing practice पे डालना चाहिए या should I be focusing on the part where I'm building a new brand? And I know that now I should be focusing on the part where I'm building a new brand, and and whatever concepts I do like, I can implement them later. But for now, I will be focusing on the new brand. So Invest Right is going to be completely Akshay Yadav's baby.
Awesome. Thank you, Pallavi. Yes.
Thank you.
Chandra.
सो अभी तक ये समझ में आया कि मेहनत बहुत ज्यादा करनी पड़ेगी. तो जो अभी तक आपने समझाया, मुझे ये समझ आया कि बहुत ज्यादा मेहनत करना है, डेली कुछ काम करना है, होमवर्क करना है. तो मैं टाइम नहीं निकाल रहा, तो मुझे निकालना ही होगा और मुझे चेंज करना है. दिस इज व्हाट इज द टेक.
Awesome. बिना उसके रास्ता भी नहीं है ना. हमारी जो आस्क है अपने बिजनेस से, लाइफ से, वो आस्क तो हमने बड़ी कर दी, सपने बड़े कर दिए, टर्नओवर बड़ा कर दिया, विजन बड़ा कर दिया, उसके प्रति स्ट्रेटजी और एक्शन वो मिस हो जाता है. इसलिए we don't get what we want. So I'll take one more sharing and then we start with the thing. Okay, Sunil. Go ahead.
जो भी चीज हमारे इसको डिस्ट्रैक्ट करेगी उसको अपने हटा देना वो लोग जर्नी में.
Exactly. 90 days का वर्क कर रहे हैं हम लोग. 90 days, be disciplined. All stories, less of partying, less of dramas, all from that perspective. So very good. Let's start. I will take more sharing in a moment. Okay, good. So thank you very much for listening till here and understanding the concept. Now let's begin with a ghost story, and I want to share one story with two life-altering lessons. Okay. Now there are many people in this class. They don't know me personally. They have not met me. They came to go directly. So I want to take a moment to introduce myself in 2 minutes or 3 minutes time, so that you know who I am and what I do and why I do that. So do I have a permission, guys? I can quickly take you to quickly my story, my journey. So guys, I am international marketing strategist. मतलब क्या हुआ इसका? मैं globally, not just in India, not just in Delhi, I advise small to medium-sized business owners how to track their sales code, जहाँ पे रुक जाते हैं, एक plateau आता है business में जहाँ पे वो नहीं कर पाते despite everything, and they start applying other sciences, but then still they don't able to see the leakages. I do the consulting and advising, training, education. So I'm a strategist by nature, by core. And more than this, I have created this Get Overbooked marketing framework, which ensures that any business who follows these five-step sequence and 13 things, they are on the path of overbooked journey. Now, today I want you to meet another person. He's very close to my heart, and if that person was not in my life, I wouldn't be here. So may I have your permission to share that person as well, so that you can know who is behind this person. Okay, quickly, I want to meet this guy, and I want to tell you that this guy is me. This is not a Photoshop photo. This is not an exaggerated or blurred photo. This is truly me. I think this is 2016-17 picture. And very quickly, I was running a digital marketing agency as a freelancer, living my life paycheck to paycheck. And in a very very small years, in short years, from here to here, I have become the overbooked international marketing strategist, closing 2 crore rupees in one single presentation, meaning I give one foreface and have closed 2 crore rupees of order immediately in my bank. And my next goal is to touch 4 crore to 9 crore rupees to make a $1 million with one single presentation. And I'm going to report to you. That when I have done it, I will show you that. And I will also show you how that has that happened. Now, very quickly, from this place to this place where I am, here in this place, I was making close to 36 lakh rupees a year as a revenue. And I'm very happy to report to you that revenue has gone 26 lakh rupees a day. Okay. And ये जर्नी हुई, इस जर्नी में जो सबसे एलिमेंट मैंने डिस्कवर किया, the reason I was struggling here and the reason I was not here in this journey was, the first was low confidence. Now in the chat box, please let me know if you have a low confidence for whatever reason, what will happen to your business and life? What will happen to your business and life? My life was in constant fear, constant denial. It was not working. So I realized that the confidence issue was. And second thing was, which is basically part of the first thing, is that I had no ability to influence or persuade people. I had no ability. Okay. Now, the reason I was struggling was not that I had lack of system or a people or this whole thing. I was a marketer earlier also, but I had low confidence and influence. And the day I was present to these two things, that is the day I decided that I want to change every single thing to make this low confidence to high confidence, and I will become one of the greatest marketer and influencer who can persuade people. These two things changed my life, guys. And I'm going to share with you the whole science in a way that you will suddenly realize that you will have a new confidence in you. Maybe you are confident, or maybe you are not confident, but masking yourself that you're confident. But in this journey of 90 days, you will find your new you, the version which was lost. And also you will learn how to persuade, because that is very important to convince and get more sense. Yes or no? So very quickly, I began this Go Yatra, Go journey in 2018, when enough was enough in my life. So I began with four people in one of my friend's house. उसके drawing room में मैंने शुरू किया, and my friends were sitting here, I was teaching here, and at that point in time, there was no program ready. It was just in my mind. And my wife was sitting here. She used to make notes and do all the feedback and supervision. From here to here, then we got 10, 12 people in the beta batch, and then we got 50 people, and then in April 2019, I remember it was more than 100, I think. And September 2019, we did more. And that's when the whole thing, when I was about to rise, COVID happened. And from there, for a few months, nothing happened. Then I buckled up and I did my first Get Over virtual batch in August 2020. And from there, guys, we have never looked back. This is the fifth virtual batch with close to 600 people in a span of 5 years of journey. Now, every day when I wake up for only one thing. This is the 2019 picture, I think. And I'm proud that I'm making great marketers, already successful business owners. And as a result of that, they are getting overbooked entrepreneurs. And the legacy has gone bigger now. And I told you also in USC Live somewhere that now we are not able to take picture, because to take a picture of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people, it is very difficult. It takes 2 hours, 3 hours of composition to arrive at this picture. So we stopped doing that. Now, this is the journey, guys. I have traveled in a short short years, I want to share with you. And this whole thing, I learned two important lessons. Now, when I was struggling and I was not doing the breakthrough, I realized because here I was dependent on one big customer. Okay? One big customer, and this one big customer fired me without any advance notice. And that's when my graph went down and my depression came in and all those things happened. The first lesson which I learned was, this is very, very important for all of you guys, that one number is dangerous in business. Meaning one employee, depending on one vendor, one product, one market, one this, it is very, very dangerous. My life graph went down and struggling happened because I was dependent on one product, one customer. Okay. Now it is like this, that this is your stool and you have got one leg of the stool. What will happen? It will fall down. You should need two at least, and the three is ideal. Yes or no? So that was the first lesson I learned, guys. And second lesson which I learned is to have more sales. You have to become a great marketer. This picture, this journey which you see, it is not because I have done hard work. Hard work to मैं 2019 में भी कर रहा था, 20 में भी किया मैंने. Hard work में 2016 से भी कर रहा था. It is because my convincing abilities, my influencing abilities went up. So I realized that if you are a great marketer, and I want to emphasize here is becoming a great marketer is very important. Not doing a marketing, becoming a great marketer is very important. Does it make sense to what I'm saying, guys? Okay. Now, who are the great marketers? And this is where I am going to reveal to you my secret weapon. Who can tell me? Who are the great marketers? All the great marketers, everyone, they are storytellers. All the great marketers are storytellers. If you want to have more business, more sales, more customers, more profit, you've got to become, what's the word? Become a great marketer. And all the great marketers have a talent of storytelling. Okay. Now we live every single day. We live in a world full of stories. You know, how many of you have come to USC Live, ladies and gentlemen? USC Live. Now, you came to USC Live. Tell me what stories you carried from USC Live and gave it to your employees, your friends, your team members. Let me know. What story you gave it to your family, friends about this whole thing? What story you gave it to other people? Energy, yes. No, I'm asking you what story you were giving to someone else about USC Live. Exciting times. Success stories. It was a grand IFA show. Exactly. How to create value. Crazy. Super energy. Business will enhance. Yes. What story you gave to your people? Now. I want to tell you right now, everybody, all of us, we live in a story world. Everything is a story. Everything is story. For example, some people are not chatting, not writing. They are living in a story. लिख के क्या फायदा होगा? Some people are passionately writing and they are telling me, Akshar, we are with you, whatever it takes. So they are giving a story to themselves. It makes sense to what I'm saying, guys. I want to tell you, I want all of you to burn this in your brain. People do not buy goods or service. I repeat, people do not buy goods or service. They buy relations, stories, and magic. So they want relationship. They want to work with the people they like, they know, they trust. They want stories which they can give it to someone else. And magic means they want the results. You may have a great product, you may have a great service, ladies and gentlemen. But if you don't have a good relationship, and if people are not carrying your story, forwarding your stories, and if they don't get result, this product or service has no meaning, no significance. Does it make sense to you guys what I'm saying? Everyone? Yes or no? Now, do you know about this brand called Merc? Everyone? Mercedes? You know about it? Now I'll tell you this, and those who understand this and those who get it, let me know chat box with smiley and some GIF or whatever, that Mercedes or a Merc is a car. Yes or no? It's a mean of a transportation. Correct? So what car does is it takes you from point A to point B. That's all. Yes or no? Now watch this. The person who bought the Merc, the new Merc, they never bought the Merc. They bought the story that if you have a Merc, you can let your family members, your relatives, your dushmans, that you have arrived in their life. That's all. Now here's the thing. If you have a story that BMW does better job of telling the world that you have arrived, then people will not buy Merc, they will buy BMW. Yes or no? What I'm saying? Now here's a very interesting part. This guy bought a story from someone. And that someone gave a story. Look, if you want to be recognized in the world, you don't need just a car. You need to have a BMW, Audi, whatever. So this guy gave a story. This guy bought the story. And now the world is buying the story. If you have a Merc, you have arrived. But in reality, that person is hollow from inside, and this person knows very well, fucking, I'm not arrived. How many of you can understand and relate what I'm saying? So everybody is living in a story. And if you want to sell more, if you want to get more business, ladies and gentlemen, you have to become a master storyteller, master source story seller. Is it clear to you? Is it making sense to you? I want to tell you this loud and clear. आप किसी भी business में हो, कोई भी आप काम करते हो, सिंपल सा ध्यान रखिएगा, you are just a commodity. आप इस जीवन में लड़ते रह जाओगे. Commodity सिर्फ प्राइस पे बिकता है. प्राइस की वार को तोड़ने के लिए सिर्फ एक ही चीज है, वो क्या है? परसेप्शन. परसेप्शन का खेल खेलना है, ना कि प्राइस का, ना कि प्रोडक्ट का, किसी और चीज का. Does it make sense to you? Market is super noisy. Super noisy. Yes or no? इसी मार्केट में स्टैंड आउट करने के लिए आपका व्हाट्सएप, आपका फेसबुक ऐड, जिसको हम बोलते हैं मार्केटिंग मैसेज, आपका कोलैटरल, आपकी टेलीकॉलिंग, आपकी जो कस्टमर लड़की फॉलो करती है, दिस इज कॉल्ड मार्केटिंग मैसेज. आपका मार्केटिंग मैसेज should be super compelling. Should be super compelling, ladies and gentlemen. प्रोडक्ट के ऊपर में नहीं खेल सकते, इस चीज को समझना सीखना पड़ेगा. Is it clear to you? Crafting a compelling marketing message is crucial in a crowded market. Even you shout at the top of your lungs, the market won't hear you. It is a very, very noisy environment out there. Your marketing message should stand out very clearly, very clearly and distinctly. And storytelling is the key to achieving that, ladies and gentlemen. Does it make sense to you? For example, let's say you want to take an appointment. You want to take an appointment from a big guy, OEM guy, a big business. So let's say this is the guy you want to take an appointment. You are sending a lot of communication, WhatsApp, whatever. Okay? This is you or your team. And now, despite all the follow-ups, this guy is not giving you appointment. Who wants to know why this guy is not giving you appointment? Who wants to know that? The reason is this guy is giving a story to himself. Some story, this story is leading him not to meet you. This story, and now here's the point. If you continue to do this follow, proposal, this story will not change. You need to give a new story to him so that he believes your story, and then he replaces his story with your story, and then he is going to give you appointment, not only appointment, but also engagement, lot of business. फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, all of you are playing a wrong game. हमें नहीं करना है wrong game, हमें स्टोरी के साथ मस्ती करनी है. नहीं कर पाओगे प्रोडक्ट का खेल, नहीं कर पाओगे रिटेल काउंटर में अपना खेल. प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. This is the secret marketing weapon which you have to start using from today. You have to start using from today. I'm going to show you many examples in a moment, but try to understand. Story is your weapon which you have been looking for. From WhatsApp to email to phone call to whatever, this is game changing. Clear? How many of you realize that we are a commodity and we cannot fight based on the product quality and product service? How many of you understand this, what I'm saying, guys? Give me yes or no. Okay, good. Awesome. So if you want to, ये वाला पॉइंट क्लियर हुआ, अपॉइंटमेंट वाला जो मैंने एग्जांपल दिया. तो सीक्वेंस क्या बना? सीक्वेंस बना, ज्यादा पैसे कमाने के लिए हमें सेल करनी पड़ेगी, सेल करने के लिए हमें मार्केटिंग करना पड़ेगा. मार्केटिंग का जो वेपन है वो है स्टोरी टेलिंग. ठीक है, मार्केटिंग का एक वेपन है स्टोरी टेलिंग. करेक्ट. स्टोरी टेलिंग क्या कर रहा है? स्टोरी टेलिंग एक नई परसेप्शन क्रिएट कर रहा है. जब मैंने आपको अपनी स्टोरी बताई, जो जर्नी बताई, टेल मी व्हाट न्यू इनसाइट और परसेप्शन यू गॉट अबाउट मी when you saw this journey. What new perception or insight you got? Credibility, but we can also do it.
Hello.
Hard working, bounce back, everything is possible. Change education, never give up, consistency, big guy. Okay, good. And
Hello.
And everything this happened in a very, very short time, not time. Correct? Okay, guys. So coming back. If you want to become a great marketer who gets the attention of his or her ideal customer, then you need to you need to use storytelling. That's our marketing secret weapon number 1. Is this clear to you guys? Now, in the chat box, please let me know how many of you sitting here in this class right now, how many of you registered and paid for Get Over program on day 1? When I announced it, you bought it by paying the full money. Okay, good. Now, how many of you have registered for the Get Over book later on? I will get back to you, or मैं कर लूँगा, or whatever. Maybe today, maybe later. So who are the later one? So to the chat box later on. Later one. Okay, good. Now I want to spend 30 seconds or maybe 60 seconds here. Those people who signed up for this program on day 1, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you in the chat box what story you gave it to yourself that led you to buy on day 1. In the chat box, write down. And those who will be watching the recording are suggested to write down in the main group. And those people who did later on, what story you gave it to yourself that led you to doubt and be undecided, and then do it later on? What story you gave it to yourself? So, made for me, okay, good. I attended one full live session. Go is a full picture, transform, later on, करना है, भगवान खुद बुला रहे हैं. I had to do it. I was not sure. I had self-doubts, can't wait. Later on, okay. Full surrender, I might not do. Okay, good. Now I want you to see this clearly, that whatever happened, it happened because of a story. Yes or no? Again? Yes or no? Here, somebody gave a story. Somebody gave a story. Somebody bought a story. So I want to tell you honestly, because I am kind of a chef who is who is eating the same food which he is selling. There are people out there, they don't eat what they sell. They talk about many things, but if you go in reality, they don't do it. It makes sense to what I'm saying? Yeah. So my life changed because of storytelling. And I'll tell you in a moment, storytelling is not difficult. People think it is like learning singing. It's not. I'll tell you in a moment. But how many of you remember that dog and bone story? How many of you remember that Bhalu and honey story? Now, how many of you remember that the purpose of the bridge? And you will be surprised to know a large portion of people will not be able to answer the purpose of the bridge, but people would be able to answer the purpose of the dog and bone story. Interesting. So, story, इसको चिपका लीजिए अपने दिमाग में. Story drives behavior. That's all. Story drives behavior, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. In this case, if this person gave a story that buy Mercedes and then you will be seen as arrived, versus another person gives a better story, buy Audi, this guy is going to buy Audi, not the BMW, or maybe buy Porsche. It makes sense to what I'm saying, guys? Clear? So what you have to remember is story drives behavior. If you want your customer to behave differently, you have to stop talking about product, feature, facts, all those fucking things. You have to start talking about what? Stories. Stories. Don't worry about it. Story कैसे बनाते हैं, कब बनाएंगे, कहाँ use करेंगे, I have your back. Okay? So coming back, the good news is you already know this skill. The good news is you already know this skill, because every day you share some story to yourself and to people around you. Yes or no? Now in the chat box, please let me know what story you are giving to yourself right now. Honestly, what story you are giving to yourself right now? Yes, I can make it, that I can do it, I can 90 days. Okay. I'm looking for some sad or boring stories, honest thing. And I want you to be honest with me. Do it later. I'm a good storyteller. Hona to hai, I'll follow up. Yeah, I can do it. Overwhelming, confused. Let's see. Exactly. And thank you for sharing that. Let's see. Yeah, I can try. Good. Okay. So now I will tell you that everybody is living in a story, giving a story, buying a story, selling a story, consuming a story. और story मानव जाति के, मनुष्य के स्टार्टिंग से चली आ रही है. आज की स्टोरी नहीं है. पुराने जमाने से महाभारत को देखो आप, गीता को देखो आप, क्या है, स्टोरीज है. I just want to share one example with you, and tell me if you relate with this or not. Okay, and this is not any disrespect to anything or anyone or any religion. This is just a sharing. So what happened was, long time back, I went to Tirupati Balaji. आप तिरुपति बालाजी कभी गए हो या जानते हो? You replace Tirupati Balaji for example. I have never been there. उसके बाद वहाँ पहली बार गया, अकेला गया था मैं. और रास्ते में ना वहाँ पे एक जगह पे उतर के नहा धो के आपको जाना होता है मंदिर के पास, and it takes little time to reach there, and then you are given a date कि इस दिन आपका नंबर आएगा. तो you won't believe what happened. You will book में बस में ना एक 15 रुपए की किताब बेचने वाला किताब आया. 15 रुपए की किताब थी, उसमें तिरुपति बालाजी की स्टोरी लिखी थी. और वो जो स्टोरी थी, उसमें स्टोरी में क्रक्स ये था कि तिरुपति भगवान ने अपनी शादी के लिए लोन लिया है, और वो लोन को चुकाने के लिए आज भी कलयुग में उसको पैसा चुकाया जा रहा है. एंड और अब मैं तिरुपति मंदिर में गया, वहां पे हांडी रखी हुई थी और वहां पे मतलब कम से कम 20-50 लोग होंगे जो भी पैसे गिन रहे थे, नोट गिन रहे थे। और लाइक सरप्राइज, वो छोटी उस समय मेरे को मैच्योरिटी भी नहीं थी और मैंने अपनी आंखों से देखा, मैंने ये क्या हो रहा है। एंड देन somebody told me कि लोन लिया है भगवान ने तो चुका रहा है। जस्ट थिंक अबाउट इट, भगवान ने लोन लिया है, कोई डाउट नहीं, कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं, बट लोन जा कहाँ रहा है? कैन यू सी दैट? बट people are giving that amount every single day. The story is driving behavior. People are given that story. Does it make sense to you guys? Okay. So why story? Why story? सबसे पहली चीज समझते हैं, या अगर इस मेरे को पता नहीं है ना मयूर कहाँ पे जाता है। Okay. So why story? Story is the most powerful tool available to compel a human brain. आपको ऐसा समझते हैं, कोई भी मार्केटिंग मैसेज आपने लिखा व्हाट्सएप पे, फेसबुक पे, ट्विटर पे, ईमेल पे, कॉल पे, अगर आप वो मैसेज के अंदर में स्टोरी का एलिमेंट डाल देते हैं तो द स्टोरी एक्ट्स लाइक अ एडेसिव, एक्ट लाइक अ ग्लू, एंड इट स्ट्रेट गोज टू द ब्रेन एंड इट स्टिक्स। जैसे कि डॉग एंड बोन स्टोरी आपने सुनी थी, सेंस क्या? Yeah, it sticks in the brain. It makes your company human and establishes the connection. मैं शुरू से बोल रहा हूँ, people want to do business with the people whom where they feel connection, they relate, they have a relationship. Even you are a 1,500 employee company, 1,000 employee company, 10,000 company, at the end of the day, the jihadi pun comes to connection. Okay. Now, all the marketers, they tell stories. And if they do it right, we believe them. For example, आपने ये वाइन की बोतल देखी है? इसमें देखिए वाइन की बोतल। So we are made to believe, ladies and gentlemen, we are made to believe कि अगर आपको वाइन पीनी है तो आपको 2,000 रुपए के वाइन ग्लास में पीनी चाहिए। If you drink wine in 20 rupee cup, the wine will taste bad. If you drink here, wine will taste right. Oh my God. Just think about it. अरे वाइन पहले तो पीना नहीं चाहिए, बट मान लो पी रहे हो, एग्जाम्पल दे रहे हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पियो जो भी पीना है आपको। वाइन 20 रुपए या 200 रुपए के कप में पिएंगे तो वाइन टेस्ट नहीं करेगी। ये लॉजिक कहाँ से आया? Isn't it? We are made to believe that if you buy 20,000 rupees shoes, you will have your ankle support, your knee will be fine. If you buy 2,000 rupees shoes, it's not the truth. We are just buying stories and stories and stories. Somebody who is wearing a 20,000 or 40,000 and lakh rupees shoes is not having a nice knee or heel. Making sense to you? So whatever we are believing is a story given by someone to us. Yeah. Now tell me, how many of you understand this? That fourth phase itself is a storytelling tool. Fourth phase is a storytelling tool. What you're doing is you're showing a movie in a very sequential way to change the beliefs or to change the stories people have in their mind. Yes or no? Correct? Now, I want to share one video with you. This video is going to bring tears in your eyes. And you will get a lot of FLBs, a lot of LBs. And those who have joined me for the first time, LB means light bulb moment, FLB means fucking light bulb moment. So in this story, so there is the girl. Her name is Pooja. And in this story, इस लड़के का छोटा भाई है जो सुधार है, ये भी सुधार है. ओके, तो व्हाट शी इज डूइंग इज शी इज रनिंग अ बिजनेस, और ये बिजनेस में रिस्की डिसीजंस ले रही है बिना कोई कैलकुलेशन के, और ये ऐसे डिसीजंस हैं जिससे कि कंपनी खत्म हो सकती है 2 मिनट के अंदर में, मतलब कंपनी गॉन. नाउ द रीजन शी इज taking this risky decision, not that she is buddhu, because she has bought a story that पापा ने बोला था. Now watch this. पापा ने बोला था, ये स्टोरी इतनी कंपेलिंग है कि पापा ने बोला था. अब पापा जिंदा नहीं है, बट पापा की स्टोरी आज भी जिंदा है. ये स्टोरी बाय कर चुकी है, स्टोरी से ये रिस्की बिहेवियर लेके आ रही है, और स्टोरी से वो कहीं और जा रही है. सो व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल यू इज दिस, स्टोरी drives behavior. Watch this video and tell me what have you understood. Are you ready, guys?
और घर पे अंकल आंटी जी कैसे हैं?
कैसे ही होंगे यार, पापा दी नौकरी चली गई है, छुट्टी कह के भेजा थी, वापस बुलाया ही नहीं. चल छड़. अमृतसर कैसा है?
सब सेम ही है यार.
पता नहीं लोग कैसे घर चला रहे हैं पूजा, और डेयरी पे सब ठीक है?
1 मिनट होल्ड कर. अच्छा चल, मैं तेनू बाद विच कॉल करनी है.
ठीक है, तू ख्याल रख अपना.
पूजा मिल्क सेंटर को वर्कर्स की जरूरत है. अगर आप किसी को जानते हैं जिसकी हाल ही में नौकरी गई हो तो हमसे मिलने जरूर भेजें.
दीदी दीदी 1 मिनट आना. यहाँ की है, हमें जरूरत है मैं वर्कर्स की. 3 ही नहीं संभल रहे हैं पहले.
पापा की कहते से बब्बू बोले कुछ ऐसा बड़ा काम करो कि दुकान
छोटी पै जाए. अरे दीदी, लेकिन उनका मतलब कस्टमर से था.
तो खोया खा. अच्छी पहले क्या काम करते थे?
जी मैं बिजली का काम करता हूँ.
जी मैं प्लम्बर. आप दोनों साथ हो?
जी मैं कारपेंटर.
ये मिल्क सेंटर है, रोज सवेरे 3 बजे आना. ठीक है? हाँ जी. छोटू इनको ऊपर लेके जाओ. हाँ जी आप.
दीदी मैं नौकरी के बारे में पढ़ा था.
आजो जी आजो. 3 बजे.
चलो भाई.
साथ जी ये सब आपके हवाले.
लेकिन दीदी यहाँ इतने आदमी करेंगे क्या?
वो करा लेंगे कुछ.
और दीदी. हाँ जी भैया क्या चाहिए? क्या चाहिए? ओए तू कौन है? जी मैं टिड्डा, न्यू मैनेजर. आप कौन? मैं कौन? दस तेनू.
हाँ जी 1 मिनट.
कौन हो आप लोग?
आप क्या काम करते थे?
जी मैं टेलरिंग का काम करता था. अच्छा टेलर पाजी, आप किसी ड्राइवर मैकेनिक को भी जानते हो? नहीं मैं कह रहा उनको भी ले आना. ताजी 1 मोर.
हेलो आंटी जी, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਆ ਦੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਪਨੀਰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕਰਾਂ ਜੀ?
वो आ की है?
पनीर आंटी जी बड़ा चंगा पनीर है.
नहीं नहीं तू रख अपना पनीर ते रख दही भी मैं कितो होर ले लेनी है.
अरे आंटी
क्वालिटी गिर गई तुम्हारी. हाँ मम्मी.
सॉरी दीदी, वो उस्ताद जी नहीं थे तो.
नया काम सीखने में थोड़ा टाइम तो लगता है ना. कोई नहीं.
चल दीदी पनीर.
बढ़िया है. थोड़ा अपने घर ले जाओ.
हाँ जी.
अच्छा मेरे लिए भी बांध दो.
दिल दा पौधा चुंद.
फौज क्यों इकट्ठी करी इतनी, जब खुद ही लड़नी है जंग?
ओए पापा की कहंदे सी
मम्मी पनीर में मटर मत डाला करो यार।
अंकल जी गलता सुनो, मेरी थोड़ा टाइम दे तो मेरे सारी पेमेंट कर देनी है आपकी।
दर्जी जी सामने पेमेंट नहीं आएगी तो मैं आगे पेमेंट कैसे करूंगा?
ठीक है देने
कुछ नहीं, चल।
अजी वो दीदी की गाड़ी नहीं दिखाई।
और निकल के तुम्हारे तनख्वाह में बुला जाए गड्डी। ये दिवाली आने तक ना दिवाला निकल जाएगा हमारा, देख ले। एक्स्ट्रा लोगों को निकालना होगा यार।
वो इनकी भी तो दिवाली है यार। लगी लाइटें। आजा बब्बू, स्माइल कर दे बेबी।
चलो ना यार।
जीती रहे पुत्र, जीती रहे।
पूजा दीदी, वेरी गुड।
वो देखो देखो पूजा, पूजा।
हाय पूजा।
तो क्या हो गया सबको? क्या हो गया यहाँ पे? चोरी तो नहीं होगी? हेलो, क्या हो रहा है ये? ताजी
करके रखिए ना जरा।
ये सारे लोग दीदी, वो आप हमारी फेसबुक फ्रेंड नहीं है ना, इसलिए शायद आपको पता नहीं लगा। आया जी आया।
ये है पूजा मिल्क सेंटर, गुरु बाजार में एक छोटी जी दुकान। इसको चलाती भी एक छोटी जी लड़की है, फिर भी हम सब उनको दीदी कहते हैं। जानते हो क्यों? क्योंकि जब सारी दुनिया लोगों को नौकरी से निकाल रही थी तो उन्होंने हमको नौकरी दी। दुकान में इतने बंदों की जरूरत नहीं थी, फिर भी उन्होंने हमको काम दिया। यहाँ तक कि हमारा पेट भरने के लिए उन्होंने अपनी गड्डी भी बेच दी। सिर्फ एक बड़ी बहन ही आपको इतनी हिम्मत और हौसला दे सकती है। आप सब भी यहाँ पर आइए, उन्हें हिम्मत दीजिए और उनका हौसला बढ़ाइए। पूजा मिल्क सेंटर, याद रखना।
दीदी सच में छोटी पैगी दुकान।
दिल खोल के तो देखो, दुनिया खुल जाएगी। फेसबुक।
Awesome guys. So yes, I want to know, what did you learn from this? What did you learn from this? Story drives behavior. True story. They're asking you to use Facebook. They're not asking you to create an account at Facebook directly. But true story, they're asking you to create Facebook account and do the communication with Facebook. How many of you can see that what I'm saying? आज जो चीज छपा के लेके जानी है वो ये लेके जानी है, story drives behavior. Story drives behavior. This is a very, very important point. Story drives behavior. Correct? Okay. So I want to share one student example, and just see how we use story in the letter, in the email, which caused us, which got us more business, more sales, just by using story format. Okay, बट मैं आपको कॉन्टेक्स्ट पहले बिल्ड कर देता हूँ ताकि वो कॉन्टेक्स्ट बिल्ड होने के बाद you would should understand. So this example is for a company called as Putho.com. They are into the cloud business. So जिसके owner है उनका नाम Manoj. He was in the class, right now he is not here, I think. So Manoj came to the mentoring session and he said, I have got close to, I don't know, 5,000 people who are not doing business with us. So 5,000 लोग business नहीं कर रहे हैं. And the team is calling, WhatsApping, emailing, every single thing. So what can you do? What should we do? So I wrote a letter for him. And that letter, just one letter, one email, got him a lot of customers coming back and recurring business from the same customers who was not giving you business. Okay. So I want to share that letter with you if you want. Anybody interested in knowing that letter, seeing that letter? Okay, so here's the letter. I will put into the main group as well, so no need to take a photograph. And I want to read this letter one by one word. Okay, I will read for you, but I also want to read yourself. So subject line is an important update for you and name of the person who is receiving the mail. And the from name is Manoj Dhanda, CEO. Now the company name is not Microhost now, it's changed to Putho. And here is the name, dear person's name, trust you are doing well. This is an important message, so do read as you get time. So now imagine for a minute, somebody is writing like this, this is a long message, do read as you get time. Either the person will read it, or if not, then we'll park it. But if there is an interest, they're going to read and come back and read, okay? So watch the language. Now, we are hearing a story right now, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a true story, honest story, no exaggeration, but read it. It says, I was reviewing and looking at CRM data and found that you have been using Microhost for a fairly long time. Really appreciate your commitment and towards Microhost, Putho.com offerings. I also noticed from this date, you have discontinued using our services, which is also fine. Sometimes little switchover as experiment is too good too. Now, the reason I'm writing this email or a letter for two main reasons. First, give you a lifetime offer, which we have never done and may not do again. More on this below. Second, update you on we have re-engineered our company inside out and why it matters to you. So आप मुझे बताओ यहाँ तक जो communication है, how are you feeling about it? I'm not saying all people will read it, but what I'm saying is this. This is a very different conversation compared to what we do as a follow-up. Yes or no? Now watch. Now here's the story starts. As a CEO of the company, I hold many hats. Hats का मतलब क्या होता है? Many functions. For some strange reasons, I neglected sales and support area, considering that team will handle it the way I did in past. Okay, so this is story begins. But when I saw the records of lost customers, I realized I was wrong. Because of few sales and support team members' attitude, their mindset, we fail to give our best. Now, all of them are fired or given a new role where there is no customer interaction. And this is true. I own this group of story continues. Next. And would be happy to have you back and experience brand new support and offerings. I do realize you would be okay or comfortable with your new service provider, completely understandable. At the same time, I want you to taste Microhost, powerful teams care and support. It is exceptional. It is pure bliss. Trust me, we will not disappoint you. Okay. Now coming to the lifetime offer, which I have crafted only for 50 customers, which we want them back. They are offering XYZ worth of services for just 100 USD or maybe free. This Manoj has to decide. More details about this offer can be found at this link. So a proper landing page बनाया गया है इसके लिए. Okay. Now, this is simple. An ethical bribe that I'm offering you to be back. Allow us to serve you again. You'll be super happy that you did that. I will personally call you on this. Regards, Manoj Dhanda. See you. Now, tell me, when you have such communication, what's your first response? Again, I'm not saying that everybody will read and respond, but what I'm saying is this: we got a lot of business from this just by changing the way we write letters and story. A lot of people have accepted the apology. They understood कि गलती होती है, ownership हुआ. Does it make sense? So coming back, connection is a real thing. Connection is the real thing. Okay, now next thing. How many of you noticed this? How many of you noticed this? And if you notice, we have got great questions, great interest. I used story to tell you about the story. कितने लोग curious हैं? It's a story of magical mirror. कितने लोगों को story समझ में आई and they were able to connect with the story? Yes. Now, if I just tell you about the price and all those things, it will not land. So the story and the part 2 is coming if you are interested, I will give it to you. Story is landing. Okay. So in the chat box, let me know how are we doing so far. Do you have some mojo to continue for next 45 minutes? Good, good. Can you stay? Last year we closed at 11. People didn't like it. This year I'm doing a little bit of division of part 1 and part 2. We can stay. Good, very good. Now I want to show you another example. And in this example, the company is selling something without telling you to buy it. And I want you to see this and let me know where you see where they are using story to convince you and what are you getting convinced about. Okay. So this is about a car company. And guys, when I'm showing you these videos, I want you to understand our students have created similar videos which you will see in Go Live. I just want to have those things for Go Live. Okay? And I'll teach you how to do these things for business at a lower cost. Watch this and let me know.
मानी भन्ने चाहिँ भारत नेपाल सीमानाको एउटा अङ्क हो भन्ज्याङ भनेको चाहिँ मोर सबैतिरको बाटो आउने
It's not exactly a town, it's a small village, but out here we have around 40 Land Rovers.
Land Rover बुढो हो अनि अब त्यो मान्छे भन्दा ज्यादा भएको एज भएको त छैन होला
अल टोटल मिलाएर अहिले हाम्रो 42 वटा गाडी छ त्यही कारण माने भन्ने धेरै फेमस भएर गएको छ
And we feel so proud about it. Where people say, where do you belong to? We say, we belong to the place, we have Land Rover.
यहाँबाट सन्दकपू देख्नु पर्यो भने त यता देख्नु पर्यो माथि माने भन्ज्याङमा ल्यान्ड रोभर इम्पोर्टिङ भएको चाहिँ किनभने कच्चा रोड थियो अरू गाडी त्यो हुँदै नआउने रोड अप टु सन्दकपू स्टिप आई वुड से लाइक दिस यहाँ बाटोको अलिकति त्यो अप्ठ्यारो भएकोले गर्दाखेरि सन्दकपू फालुट रोडमा अरू गाडीले त्यति तुलना नगर्दा पनि हुन्छ To drive a Land Rover, you need the courage. You must be very confident. Driving on the bumpy roads are very tough. but you can get anywhere you want driving Land Rover. Now there are lots of cars that comes with lots of complexity. No, I like the simplicity of all this one, 1957 Land Rover. So it makes me very strong.
जुन चाहिँ यो ल्यान्ड रोभरको कम्युनिटीहरू छ है संस्था एकदम राम्रो छ जस्तै मौसम जस्तो बिग्रिँदाखेरि हेर्ने उहाँहरूले त्यस्तो मौसममा पनि हामीलाई ठिक जग्गामै यसरी अब एकदम सेफ्टी
After driving very tough roads, at last you see magnificent views of Himalayas. It's very spiritual and calming. Land Rover is so important to this community because everyone have a special emotion connected to the Land Rover. That's why they're still alive here. And it's unbreakable.
Okay, good. So I want you to tell me what are the feelings, emotions, and stories and conclusions which you bought and you are buying in the chat box so that I know. Trust, Gazab, reliability, reliable. Trust, goosebumps, safest car, durable, solid, reliable. 70 years of legacy, identity, promise. Okay. Now, if I just show you simple a product without story, what will happen? You will have this emotion, this connection, this feeling which you have. Everyone? Answer is no. ये सारी बातें जो मैं कर रहा हूँ, ये सारी बातें जो मैं कर रहा हूँ, मैं वो कर क्यों रहा हूँ? Just to make you understand this. Story builds liking for you and your company. Okay? Story builds liking for you and your company. They dissolve objections and influence behavior. When told well, the story can open doors and that seem closed before. You may not know this, you may not know this, you may not know this. Most of the big investment or merger acquisition are story done right. Most of the IPO done right is basically based on story. When people are buying 1,000 crore company, a company valued at 1,000 crore, they are not talking about the customer base or the brand value or whatever. They're basically talking about some story. How many of you have seen the movie called We Crash? WeWork is a product of a story. The founder of the WeWork, he narrated a story in a way that the investor said, I'm going to invest on you, with you. Everyone, doesn't make sense to what I'm saying? Clear? Okay. So now what we're going to do is, we will do an exercise, class exercise, everyone. Quickly. Write down in your notebook quickly. It's a 30-second exercise. What is your story? 3-4 bullet points. Fatafat say. Notebook, what is your story? Quickly. Don't go in the direction. Just write down quickly. Okay. Write short para or bullet points on why did you start your business? And by any chance, if you have not started this business, it was given to you, for example, then why are you continuing this business? Okay. Why did you start your business? And why are you still doing it? Why are you selling what you're selling today? All of you, you have got 2 minutes to write down, then I will tell you what is next for you. Quickly, guys, fast. Perfection में नहीं जाना है. और जो हमारी आज बात हो रही थी स्टार्टिंग में, you are going to give your best, it is like that. This is the time. मन नहीं कर रहा, गुस्सा आ रहा है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा, just do it. Just do it. Let's not go into perfection. क्या ये बोलना था, नहीं बोलना था. Just write down. Okay, 60 seconds left. What we're going to do is, I want to send all of you to the room. We'll be meeting 5 to 8 people. Okay. And in that room, everybody will have 2 minutes, not more than that. In that room, what you're going to do is, you are going to, instead of introducing yourself, my name is this, and I do this, you're going to share your story. Why you're doing what you're doing, okay? And in a moment, you will have that link on the screen. Please select join room and come back. It's 20 minutes. I will tell you when to come back in a minute. I repeat what I said. You have to share your story, not just a generic question. और एक और चीज शेयर कर दूं मैं आपको. Don't go in impressing people. Don't go impressing people. Your job is to express. Your job is to share your story. That's all. Okay? We come back and then I will tell you what is next. All right.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
So I've written, I just wanted to share with all you guys. I have a job background. I work in the industry for 12 years. Then I realized I need to do something different from my all family members. All of them are in job. That was one thing. And then I wanted to make my parents proud. This was the second reason I started this. And the main reason was I wanted to create difference. I wanted to be a different person in my family so that people and the family members and can feel it. I'm different from the job all the other people are doing. And today I'm able to sell because of the quality and the services professionalism that we offer to the client, and of course the capacity to invest in big orders that is helping us to take big orders now. This is my story.
Rahul, you want to go ahead?
Actually, I'm sorry, I just missed the last 5 minutes of the meeting. I got a call. So basically, sir said that you have to just give a story of yours, right? To connect with the customer. Okay, great. So who's going next?
You can start.
Okay, great. So basically, we are sitting in front of our customer and we are just telling them a story, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, so basically, my name is Kahan Gandhi and we are basically the first ones in India to start Mexican food. So I'll just give you a background about our company. So my father started the business around 40 years back when most 5 stars and chefs did not know what Mexican food was. And we started it in a very humble way from our small kitchen, which is probably just 200 square feet. And it took us 40 years. And slowly, we went to a bigger place. We started with, say, around 7-8 hours. We catered, like my father and me, we catered behind all weddings when the Bollywood stars and the cricketers used to come. We used to serve them Mexican food. My father used to go from the station to station to sell our products. So that was a very humble beginning that we had. And slowly it's taken us 40 years. We are one of the largest Mexican food manufacturers in the hotel line. And we have started retail recently, and we are also exporting to a couple of countries. That also we are exporting international food. It is still relatively easy to export Indian food, but to export Mexican food does take something. So yeah, and whenever any celebrity chefs come or any chefs from Mexico or US come, then if anybody asks that we want Mexican food, then they say that, okay, you need to contact Joy Products. That's the name of our company. So yeah. I think somebody else can go.
Yeah.
I think somebody else can go.
I'll go ahead. So my name is Vivek Shingala and we are into IT industry. So मेरी स्टोरी है कि मैंने जो स्टडी स्टार्ट किया था वो बीकॉम से किया था. फिर मुझे लगा कि ये मेरे बस की बात नहीं है कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड में जाना. तो मैंने डिसाइड कर लिया था कि मैं कंप्यूटर बैकग्राउंड जाना है एंड देन आई परस्यूड माय एमसीए. एंड फिर मैं गुजरात से हूँ तो इतना एक्सपोजर नहीं था सूरत में कि आफ्टर स्टडी कोई अच्छी सी कंपनी में जॉब मिल पाए सूरत में रह के. तो लास्ट ईयर में मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं कोई बड़ी सिटी में जाऊंगा, या तो अहमदाबाद या फिर मुंबई. तो फिर मैंने मुंबई चूज किया एंड 5 इयर्स मैंने वहाँ पे डिफरेंट कंपनीज में जॉब किया, सर्विस एंड प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज. एंड फिर डिसाइड किया कि अभी 5 इयर्स हो गया, मुंबई में सेटल नहीं होना है क्योंकि बहुत ट्रैवलिंग एंड एवरीथिंग वाज देयर. तो मैं आई केम बैक टू सूरत अगेन एंड आई स्टार्टेड द कंपनी विथ माय ब्रदर. और टेक्नोलॉजी में पहले से ही इंटरेस्ट था एंड मेरा एक जॉब भी चल रहा था और साथ साथ में मैंने कंपनी भी स्टार्ट की विथ हेल्प ऑफ माय ब्रदर. एंड फिर वो कंपनी संभालता था, मैं जॉब भी करता था एंड देन आई गेट इन्वॉल्व इनटू बिजनेस आल्सो. सो आई वर्कड मोर देन 12 आवर्स अ डे एवरी डे फॉर 3 इयर्स. एंड फिर मैं स्लोली वो सब गेन करता गया. टेक्नोलॉजी तो मतलब टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड था लेकिन बिजनेस का कोई नॉलेज नहीं था. हमारे फैमिली से सारे बिजनेस में ही है, लेकिन पहले ऐसा सोचा नहीं था. पहले ऐसा सोचा कि कोई टेक्निकल जॉब लेके हाई पोजीशन पे जाएंगे, जॉब करेंगे फुल लाइफ टाइम, वो अच्छा रहेगा. लेकिन अगेन वो बिजनेस बैकग्राउंड और वो सब नेचर में ही था मे बी, तो वापस बिजनेस में आ गया लेकिन बिजनेस का कुछ पता नहीं. तो धीरे धीरे वो भी सीखा, बिजनेस भी सीखा टेक्निकल स्किल्स के साथ. एंड फिर अभी थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ में आने लगा है एंड देन अभी पता चला कि मार्केटिंग भी करना है. तो एंड सो वी आर इनटू नाउ मार्केटिंग.
Hello.
Okay, very nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rahul Chaudhary. We've been in the real estate industry for about 41 years. I'm the third generation entrepreneur in this business. So we started with the very, very humble background, like with nothing pretty much, like started from a village in Northeast Delhi. And moved to South Delhi for education and started with a small tire shop. वहाँ से धीरे धीरे जो पैसा बनाया तो सैंड माइनिंग गवर्नमेंट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स में घुस गए और ये में लीगल सैंड माइनिंग थी तब तक करी और उससे जो पैसा बनाया उससे कलेक्टिवली एक जगह काफी अच्छा खासा लैंड पार्सल इकट्ठा किया जिसपे आज हम लोगों ने दिल्ली के काफी सारे मिडिल क्लास पीपल्स को के लिए वहाँ पे एक अच्छी सी सोसाइटी क्रिएट की है उसका नाम है सभापुर एक्सटेंशन और इसके अलावा हम लोग नोएडा में where I did my school masters वहाँ पे join किया and since 2010 I've joined the family business और जिसको legacy को आगे लेके जा रहा हूँ मैं धीरे धीरे from you can say a very lala system type firm to a brand which I'm making right now और नए नए प्रोजेक्ट्स लेके आ रहे हैं और लेगेसी आगे लेके जा रहे हैं थैंक यू
Very nice.
Nice.
Thank you everyone. और अभी भी 1-2 मिनट बाकी है मे बी हम कुछ शेयर कर सकते हैं हमारी मार्केटिंग
आपका आईटी में किस तरह का बिजनेस है वो समझ नहीं आया
आईटी में वी आर इनटू वेबसाइट एंड मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन डेवलपमेंट
डेवलपमेंट है
एप्लीकेशन
एंड वेबसाइट तो लोकली कर रहे हैं या डूइंग इट पैन इंडिया
नहीं हमारे ज्यादा कस्टमर्स बाहर के हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया इजराइल यूएसए कनाडा एंड इंडिया के भी थोड़े कस्टमर्स हैं मतलब 70-30 रेशियो है
बाहर के क्यों हैं वहाँ पे रिलेशन है कनेक्ट्स हैं उसकी वजह से है या क्या रीजन है
हाँ बाहर के कनेक्ट्स ज्यादा है और वहाँ पे उनका बजट ज्यादा रहता है ये सब आईटी सर्विसेज के लिए एंड इंडिया में उतना बजट नहीं रहता तो हम सिलेक्टेड क्लाइंट के साथ ही काम करते हैं एंड अभी हम मार्केटिंग स्टार्ट करेंगे तो हमने सोचा है कि कुछ एक कैंपेन इंडिया के लिए भी लाए जो इंडियन बजट में कुछ वेबसाइट्स या हम ऐसा ऑफर करने वाले हैं टू गेट इनटू इंडियन मार्केट
ओके और कहाँ जी आप कहाँ से बेस्ड हैं बेस्ड एट व्हिच पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री
So basically, I'm from Mumbai only, born and brought up here only. So I think we are like our work is. I mean, I'm the second generation. So my mom and dad had started it, and right now, me and my wife we look into it.
only catering services
नहीं सो हम लोग का मान लीजिए 70% काम होटल्स पब्स क्लब्स रेस्टोरेंट्स बैंक्वेट्स ये सब जगह हाँ एंड बाकी रिटेल एंड एक्सपोर्ट भी करते हैं हम रिटेल तो एकदम रिसेंटली चालू किया है तो हम लोग का प्रॉपर ऐसे फूड बैकग्राउंड के
मुंबई में कहाँ से हैं
नियर द एयरपोर्ट ओनली विले पार्ले अगर आपको आई डोंट नो अगर आप कौन से सिटी से हो
नहीं मैं दिल्ली हूँ बट मुंबई में हर महीने जाना होता है वहाँ भी
अच्छा सो विले पार्ले करके है एयरपोर्ट के पास ही है विले पार्ले सो ऑन द वेस्टर्न साइड
everyone knows विले पार्ले
yeah so yeah there only nice so I think आप सूरत से हो और आप लोग दोनों दिल्ली से हो राइट राहुल एंड कुमार आप लोग दोनों दिल्ली से हो
हाँ जी हाँ जी
और राहुल जी आपने ही बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया 40 साल आपने बताया था फादर के टाइम से स्टार्ट आपने और फादर ने मिलकर यहाँ पे पहुंचा है बिजनेस पे
नहीं
हाँ
मैं तो खुद हूँ नहीं
Recording in progress.
કેટલા બિઝનેસ
Okay, so I want you sharing. What happened in the room? What did you notice? Who wants to share? What is the observation? Yes, Raghav, go ahead.
Hi, I narrated a very good story. I say that. What happened is I belong to Bareilly, a small city in UP. I finished my graduation.
Raghav, हमें ना story नहीं सुनी. What happened?
Sir, what happened is
what realization you got? वो जानना चाहता हूँ.
A complete exhalation of the power of story. By story, what we can achieve, how we can convert the other people to your listening mode. जो आपको टाइम नहीं देता था वो आज आप अगर आप उसे स्टोरी सुनाओगे तो वो शायद से आपको ज्यादा टाइम देगा, आपके साथ बैठेगा, आपकी सुनेगा, तो सुनेगा तो काम होगा.
Got it. Very good. पल्लवी आपको हाथ करना वो छोड़ना पड़ेगा. It's a 90-day journey. You will surely come on the screen sometime. That is not a great marketing act. So, okay, so let's hear from Vidhi.
Hi, so what I realized is कि खुद की story बताने में भी confidence बहुत कम था. Maybe because of articulation or also fear of being judged. So I would have to refine it more. Thank you.
Good. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for the honesty. Yes, Ahmad.
Yeah, hi. मैंने तो देखा कि जब सब लोग स्टोरी शेयर कर रहे थे तो एकदम से कनेक्शन बना सबसे. मुझे वो 7 चेहरे याद हैं मैंने जिनसे बात की.
Yeah, and that is the purpose. Yeah, good observation. Please, आपके लिए क्या open up हुआ?
Sir, that I'm able to connect with the 7 new people. Yes. This is the most and the important for me.
Got it. Okay. Everyone बताइए.
कुछ है पलाओ कुछ है.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I'm audible. Yes. So I think I also think what Riddhi said was true. Everyone was a little hesitant, and I think this question came as a shock, kind of, not shock exactly, but prepared nahi the log, and they don't know how to articulate their own stories properly, and that kind of creates a disconnect, is what I understood. I do लोगों से बात करेंगे तो शायद मतलब मैं personally मैंने भी I realized I know my story really well, but एकदम से ये task आया, so I'm not ready. I was not ready with my own story.
Yeah, but that's the part of doing. But मैंने कहा realize क्या किया आपने? What opened up for you?
सबको hesitation है to share.
Okay.
कि क्या story. Yes.
Got it. ठीक है. Thank you for sharing that. ये hesitation भी निकाल देंगे. पूजा ma'am, yes.
Good evening, sir. So what I could relate to is human to human connection of what drives people to do something great in their life, or how do they want to devote their time, what drives them. And this actually led to maybe trust, develop a trust in a very short period of time with those couple of people whom we heard. Because we know their story and we are able to connect with them as a more person-to-person connect.
Yeah, and this time, these were not just faces or somebody or someone. They were more than that. Yes or no?
Correct.
Awesome.
Because they were not trying to market, but they were trying to share from a human or a personal perspective.
Yeah, Yeah. Great. So let's take Prabhat.
Yeah, I think I connected that everybody has some story to start their own business. And if the story has good base, then it is more influensive, more effective.
Good. Yeah, thank you, Prabhat. Yes, Saurabh.
Yes, the story, this exercise reminds me of that Steve Jobs का connect the dots वाला talk a lot. कि कैसे everything starts moving and then people start connecting the dots. तो एक तरह का story बनते जाता है उनकी जिंदगी में. मैं ये realize किया.
Awesome. Okay. We'll take one more sharing and then we continue. So Vikas, and I would encourage everyone to raise their hand. Everyone. Because you missed the bus in USC. So don't do that. Yes, Vikas.
So good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. I think the most important aspect that I learned was that आप एक बहुत अननोन लोगों के साथ बात कर रहे हो, पहली बार जिंदगी में बात कर रहे हो, बट आप इंस्टेंटली एक इमोशनल कनेक्ट के साथ बात कर रहे हो, क्योंकि आप स्टोरी सुनना चाहते हो और आप अपनी स्टोरी दिल से बता रहे हो, which basically is not a marketing, but it's making an instant connection and person is willing to listen to you.
Yeah. So very, very well done. So now tell me, everyone, if you become, let's say, fairly good storyteller, which means you have got the right articulation, you can create stories and you can convey it well. So do you think that you would be able to sell yourself in a much better way than what you would do right now? My answer is yes. And also, if you bring that storytelling to your website, to your brochures, to every place, you will see that people are slowly they're falling in love with you. They will not tell you that they're buying your stories, but they're actually buying your stories. Okay. So with this, we move forward. I just gave you a taste of this whole story thing. Now. एक चीज जो मैं आपको समझाना चाह रहा हूँ, आप मुझे बताइएगा कि आपको loud and clear हुआ कि नहीं हुआ. This is very, very important. Okay. So this is your product. This is your product. And when I say product, you can also think like a service. Yes, no? मुझे बात बताइए, आप जो भी प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस देते हो, क्या वो नॉन कमोडिटी है या कमोडिटी है? अगर नॉन कमोडिटी है तो आपको इस क्लास में बैठने की जरूरत नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर नॉन कमोडिटी हो तो आप ओवरबुक हो गए, आराम से हो गए, because people will have more demand. So in reality, all of us are in a commodity business. Okay? Commodity business हुआ तो हमेशा बात पैसे पर आएगी. कितने का है, डिस्काउंट कर दो, कम कर दो, इतना कर दो, इतना कर दो. Yes or no, everyone? Clear? Okay. तो अगर आप, ये आपका प्रोडक्ट है, ये प्रोडक्ट सर्विस है. अगर आप इस प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस के ऊपर में ये जो ग्रीन कलर है, ये मैंने स्टोरी का रैपर मैंने इस पर चढ़ा दिया, तो जो आपका प्रोडक्ट है, क्या वो सेम परसीव किया जाएगा या डिफरेंट परसीव किया जाएगा? एवरीवन? तो जैसे एग्जांपल देता हूं मैं आपको, अगर मैं रेड को ऑरेंज के साथ प्लस करूंगा, सॉरी, रेड को मैं येलो के साथ प्लस करूंगा, तो क्या निकल के आएगा? विच कलर? ऑरेंज कलर. करेक्ट. इसी तरीके से मैं प्रोडक्ट को अगर स्टोरी में रैप कर देता हूं, तो अब जो मेरा प्रोडक्ट है, जो कमोडिटी के कारण प्राइस पे गेम चल रही थी, अब वो जो प्रोडक्ट है, वही सेम प्रोडक्ट है, वो अब डिफरेंट तरीके से परसीव हो रहा है. ठीक है? यस और नो? अब मेरा क्वेश्चन है आपसे, जब सामने वाले का परसेप्शन बदला आपके प्रति, तो वो आप क्या देगा? सामने वाला का परसेप्शन अगर बदला तो आपको क्या देगा? वो आपको अटेंशन देगा और डीप लिसनिंग देगा. यस और नो? अटेंशन और डीप लिसनिंग जब देगा तो एक नई अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्रिएट होने के चांस बनेगी, सुनो, और नई अंडरस्टैंडिंग बनेगी तो जो सेल्स कन्वर्जन है वो हमारा ऊपर जाएगा। गिव मी यस और नो। नाउ अगर ये वाली बात क्लियर नहीं हुई है तो आप प्राइस पे ही लड़ते रह जाओगे, गेट अप बुक खत्म हो जाएगा एंड देन यू वुड नॉट बी एबल टू क्रिएट मैजिक फॉर यू। कितने लोगों को ये लाउड एंड क्लियर हो गया? दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस पे स्टोरी का रैपर लगाते हो तो जो प्रोडक्ट और स्टोरी है, प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस है, उसकी परसेप्शन, उसकी परसीव्ड वैल्यू चेंज हो जाती है। जब परसीव्ड वैल्यू चेंज होती है तो प्राइस का पॉइंट कुछ समय के लिए पार्क हो जाता है, और फिर अगर आप सही से काम करो तो एक नई अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप होती है कस्टमर के दिमाग पे, और एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ दैट योर सेल्स कन्वर्जन गोज अप। ये सीक्वेंस, ये फ्लो समझ में आया एवरीवन व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? व्हाट अबाउट अदर पीपल जो वीडियो ऑफ करके बैठते हैं, बात नहीं करते हैं? आई एम गोइंग टू बी वेरी हार्ड गाइस ऑन यू, यू हैव नो आइडिया, सो प्लीज। ओके, नाउ आपने कॉर्नफ्लेक्स खाया है? कॉर्नफ्लेक्स खाया है? आपने मूसली खाया है? ओके, मैं आपको ये बोलता हूं कि आप अपने परिवार के लिए और अपने आप के लिए दुकान में जाते हैं और आपको 2 मूसली के ब्रांड दिखाई देता है, 2 मूसली के ब्रांड दिखाई देते हैं। आपका पहला हाथ कहां पे जाएगा? आपका पहला हाथ कहां पे जाएगा? आपका पहला हाथ कहां पे जाएगा? इस वाले के ऊपर में या इस वाले के ऊपर में? You would not realize it. A large, when I say large, 90%, 80% people are going to go for a Kellogg's in comparison to this brand, जिसका नाम भी बोलने में दिक्कत हो रही है, सीरी लिरी, ठीक है? Large portion of people are going to go for a Kellogg without talking about price. अगर ये सस्ता होगा तब भी नहीं, ये महंगा होगा तब भी नहीं। Is that clear? Now, what we have learned is muesli is a commodity and we are fighting with the brand. You cannot fight with the brand. Okay. So what we are doing is we are adding what? We are adding what, guys?
Story.
Everyone. We are adding what? The wrapper of story. So इस muesli के ब्रांड के ऊपर में हमने स्टोरी लगा दी, ठीक है? आप मुझे बताइएगा कि अब जब मैं स्टोरी लगा रहा हूं जो कि मैं आपको दिखाने वाला हूं, टेल मी कि केलॉग से हाथ उठ के इधर आएगा कि नहीं आएगा? आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि दैट यू विल चेंज योर लॉयल्टी फ्रॉम केलॉग्स, बट माय क्वेश्चन इज विल यू आल्सो नॉट गिव अ चांस टू दिस ब्रांड आफ्टर सीइंग दिस? लेट्स सी।
So I'm Vijaya Rajan and I am the founder of Sirimiri Nutritional Food Products. Sirimiri is our brand. Sirimiri is a Spanish word. It has a 2 beautiful meaning. One is it's a light drizzle. It also in Kannada, Siri means goddess Mahalakshmi. So we want to retain that name. Sirimiri products are clean with high potent nutritional value. My husband, he is a amateur swimmer. And when he started training for Cross English Channel, which is very intense training, I wanted him to carry something with him which he can consume on the go. While searching the market, I realized there is no such product available without adding any chemical or unwanted stuff like sugars and glucose. So I ended up trying something on my own with nuts and seeds and super grains. I came up with the nutritional bars. He started consuming and his energy level, it was fantastic while swimming, and his friends started buying and slowly my family started buying. Then I realized I have a good potential to give it to the wider audience. So I went to Amazon. Right from selling from my home, my first marketplace is Amazon. I didn't go to any retail. It directly I started in Amazon.
Okay. Now my question to you is, after hearing this story, will you give a chance to Sirimiri product or not? Now tell me, will you also look for this brand when you go to Amazon or to any shopping mall? Guys, give me yes or no. Now, this is what I want to make you understand and make you realize that story changes behavior. Story drives behavior. You may have those people who are still struggling to agree to this. I will tell you that you are giving a shitty story to yourself. As a result of that, you're going to get shitty outcomes from this whole class. Okay. You have to park the story which you have about your business, your life, and then only you would be able to understand the magic which we have for you. Is it clear to you guys what I'm saying? Okay. So just see, immediately with a great story, we have shifted the brand loyalty. So what I will tell you is that story से आप big brand को भी challenge कर सकते हो story से if you do it right. Now, this cricket bat is a commodity, yes or no? This bat is a commodity, correct? और समझाने के बता दूं मैं सारे बैट सेम ही है मोटा मोटा, सिर्फ लोगो थोड़ा चेंज हो गया. तो ये बैट बाजार में कितने रुपए का आता है टिपिकली? Some give you some kind of a reference. So let's take 5,000 onwards, okay? And this bat with the Reebok or the brand name, it can go up to 25,000 rupees of bat. Yes or no? Because we have got this logo, the people are willing to pay, let's say, 25,000 rupees. Yes? Now tell me, is it possible to sell a bat, a cricket bat, for 90,000 rupees? Give me yes or no. Is it possible to sell a bat which costs you 5,000 rupees just because of a sticker? People are paying 25,000 rupees. Is it possible to pay more than 25,000 rupees? Tell me your answer. Don't give me any answer. When I'm asking you, give me your answer. Is it possible? Will you pay? Will you pay 90,000 rupees? You will say no. Okay. How about, can you pay or can someone pay 2 lakh rupees for a bat with 25,000, which is sold for 5,000 rupees?
Yes.
No. How about 15 lakh? How about 15 lakh? It's not possible. How about 25 lakhs? How about 50 lakhs? Is it possible? Is it possible? How about 85 lakhs, for example? The answer is people are not going to pay even 5,500 rupees extra. Even they will not pay 500 rupees extra. Does it make sense to you? Now this bat attached to a story, was sold for 85 lakh rupees. What's this?
Finishes up in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. After 28 years, the parties start in the dressing room. And it's an Indian captain who's been absolutely magnificent in the night of the final.
Does it make sense to you? Just by adding the story that ये वाला bat धोनी ने use किया था इस match में, just by using that story, person is willing to pay 85 lakh rupees for the same bat. Now that bat is not just a bat. That bat comes with a story. Does it make sense to you? Okay. Now, people, your competition can copy everything. Yes or no? For example, my competition is copying every single thing, even this style of writing. Okay. They can copy everything, your product, your features, your service, your strategy, your people, everything. But what they can't copy is your story. Give me yes or no. Yes or no? They can't copy your story. So your story makes you what?
1, 2, 3, 4 number.
Unique. And till the time you have got product or service related uniqueness. I repeat, till the time you have got product or service related uniqueness, your story is your USP.
1, 2, 3, 4 એ બધો કોઈ બી નંબર લખી દે નાનો નંબર થાય
till the time till the time you don't have a distinction in your product or service, which is, if your product is not unique, till that time your story is unique, and that your story makes you that whole thing as your USP, unique selling proposition. ईशान, आप इसको ना डिफरेंट तरीके से ले लो, पहले कॉन्सेप्ट के तरीके से समझो. स्टोरी ड्राइव्स बिहेवियर. A plus B is equal to X. ऐसे सोचो. Then we talk about delivery and all dramas. क्या होगा ना? If we bring other elements, and what will happen is nothing will move. You are coming from X stuck state, and then you are saying, "Can I solve my stuck state with story?" Well, Akshay Yadav's answer is hell yes. You can't see it because अभी हम कहीं पे stuck हैं. When somebody is in the pain, they can't see things, the treatment. Isn't it? Clear. So if that story is so powerful, then I would want you to work a lot on your stories. Okay, story is your differentiator. Story is a trust builder. Your story will solidify your message 20 times more. It will make more powerful. Storytelling will help you sell your product, even your ideas, as you stand out apart from the competition. Okay. So last point, and then we close this. Stories makes you, your company, your product more memorable. Tiri Miri. ना तो ये नाम समझ में आता है, but now this name will stay with you forever. Does it make sense to you guys what I'm saying? और आज रात को जब आप सोओगे, कल जब उठोगे, तो आप मेरे बारे में, इस कोर्स के बारे में या किसी के बारे में भी आप क्या करोगे? आप स्टोरी सुनाओगे या सुनोगे? Human beings are wired for story, meaning you cannot live without stories. I would like to tell you that story is a $1 trillion industry. If you get this right, what I said. Human beings just love stories. Okay? And all the good stories and add impact and value to any presentation and conversation. So if you add a little bit of story in the 4-phase, the 4-phase values goes up. Yes or no? Yeah. So Philip Pullman, one of the influencers of our time, he says, very important, I want to read this. After nourishment, khana pina, after shelter and companionship, parivar, family, stories are the things we need most in the world. Amazing. So I want to offer you, guys, how are you doing so far? Is it making sense? Is it powerful? Are you getting some FLVs, some realizations, some openings? It's a 90-day journey, my friend. It's not 12th class. 90-day journey. We still have 89 days. Good. Because you are amazing student, I want to offer you another gift. Anybody interested in another gift? Yes. Now, if all the 400, 500 people are going to give me hell yes, then I'm going to offer you this gift. This gift is very close to my heart. And normally we sell this gift, we charge money for it, but for you guys, I'm not going to do anything. It's just a gift from my side. Okay. So I want to offer you this small session on storytelling.
Storytelling.
You're going to understand the 5 different types of stories which all business needs. What are the 5 stories, the type of stories, all which you need, and where to use specific stories, where to use stories. Yes. What are the elements of stories? Yes or no? All of this we are going to learn in story selling session that is going to happen in Go Live, which is scheduled for 16th of January 2024, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can have an infinity timeline. This is going to happen in Delhi. We are soon going to confirm the hotel and then also logistic fees you can pay and come to Go Live. You don't want to miss this no matter what. 25, you are right. So that is my gift to all of you for being amazing students so far. Now, class exercise. Everyone, take out your notebook fast and write down in your notebook how attaching a relevant story to a common product changes the perception of potential customer. Write down. In your notebook. Rahul Gupta. करना है काम. You will miss the bus. आप होमवर्क नहीं कर रहे हो? मैं कह रहा हूं आप एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर रहे हो, आप बातें कर रहे हो. How attaching a relevant story to a common product changes the perception of potential. So write a small essay. If you were to explain to someone this whole concept, what are you going to write? So yes, Nimish, you can write. So basically, if you were to teach the same concept, which I'm teaching to you, to someone else, what would you say? What would you write? It is more of exhalation for you. In your notebook, write down, guys. If you have done it, let me know chat box done so we can talk. Okay, good. Now, what happens when perception changes? What happens when perception changes? How does that helps? Well done. Now, for example, if I put you on spotlight, can you explain this to all these 4 to 5 people? I want to write like that. Okay. Now, my question to you is, how can you apply this in your business? जितना भी टूटा फूटा समझ में आया, write down. Okay, I'm going to apply like this. I can do this, I can do that. How can you apply this? Just write down some insights and bullet points. Done? Got some basics right? Okay. Let's go. Write down, think and write. 2 customers were buying. Write down their names. 2 customers who are buying from you. The name of them. And then you start answering these 3 points. Number 1, write the story which you gave, which they bought. Write the story which you gave, which they bought. आप जितनी शिद्दत से आंसर्स लिखोगे उतनी शिद्दत से ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा. बुलेट पॉइंट में 3 टिक छोड़ दिया और कहा हो गया is not going to transform you, because when you will come and you will say मजा नहीं आया, I will ask you all the homework which you have done and you will be saying the same things you wrote right now. Whoever sold on price is also a story, man. Yes, Ishan, you're right. Somebody gave some story about you, about the brand. Cool. Okay. Now, what story they gave to themselves that led them to decide? मतलब आपने तो story दे दी, but उन्होंने अपने में क्या story दी? नकुल लिखो. आप फोटो मत खींचो, फायदा नहीं है उसका. ये रिकॉर्डिंग मिल जाएगी, ये सब कुछ आपका ही तो है. तो राजेश, आपने स्टोरी दी, आपके हिसाब से उन्होंने क्या स्टोरी अपने आप को दी? Yes, something you're right. Something like this. What story they gave? Yeah, Pankaj, you have to assume. Assume. पवन कुमार क्या सवाल कर लिया आपने? करो करो। Okay. Now, while you did this activity, what opened up for you? This you have to write in the chat box. That is my inhalation. Quickly. Edge. Full building. Got my next step. Very good, Hilmi. Clarity, my strength. People respond to stories. Yes, yes, yes. Next step. Stories very powerful. Very good. My use too. All right. Let's go. That's very well done. Next exercise. This is the most important exercise which you will do today. Think and write two prospects who decided not to buy from you. Two prospects, two leads that couldn't get converted. Two prospects who decided not to buy from you. Two prospects, their names. And then write this. The story they gave you for their decision. For example, Bada Mehenga Hai. So write down the story which they gave you in your notebook. Don't write in the chat. तो सिमी अपनी लाइफ में किसी ऐसे रिलेशनशिप या ऐसे कॉन्वर्सेशन को पकड़िए जहां पे किसी ने आपसे एग्री नहीं किया एंड व्हाट स्टोरी दे गिव इट टू यू फॉर देयर डिसीजन. शुभम, no reason is the story which they have. Big reason, big story. Write the story they gave you for their decision. ना लेने का. तो गौरव इसके अंदर बहुत सारे एलिमेंट है. वो आप पे ट्रस्ट नहीं कर रहा है, वो इसको लग रहा है कि ये बंदा जितना बोल रहा है कर पाएगा नहीं कर पाएगा. There are many variations to it. Great matters. Guys, push. This doing is more important than 4 hours you will take out at your leisure. This is an environment where you are in pressure and you are going to get the answers from your subconscious mind. If you are done, you can let me know. Next. Good. The next question is, write a story they might be telling themselves. For example, उन्होंने आपको तो जो बोला वो रियल स्टोरी नहीं है, हमेशा याद रखिएगा. कस्टमर सच नहीं बोलता है, कभी भी नहीं बोलता है, एटलीस्ट फर्स्ट टाइम. उसके नीचे में कुछ होता है, कभी नहीं बोलता. So the story they might be telling themselves. Right, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. What is important is your writing. Because if you're forcing yourself to write, you're forcing yourself to draw solid answers from your subconscious mind. It is a very different story to do it in class versus you do in recording. रवि, आपको उसने स्टोरी दी कि मैं ये महंगा है, आप ट्रस्ट नहीं कर सकता, बट उसने अपने आप को जो स्टोरी दी वो कुछ और है. Okay. The third part of this question is, and I wanted to write at least 5 minutes, not less than that. Create a counter story you can share to change their perception. Create a counter story you can share to change perception. Do your best. Do your best. Use examples. Use whatever you want to use it. Use it. Okay, Dr. अजय गुप्ता जी, जो स्टेटमेंट लिखी आपने वीडियो टेस्टिमनी फॉर अदर्स, बहुत ही सिंपल स्टेटमेंट है, इससे कुछ भी नहीं होगा. राइट डाउन स्टोरी, थिंक अबाउट इट. चलेगा अभिषेक पर भी. अभी लिखो आप, यही गलत, जब तक गोलाई नहीं होगी तब तक आपको पूरी गेम समझ में नहीं आएगी. सो अभी विद व्हाटएवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग यू हैव, राइट डाउन. इट्स ओके टू राइट अ रॉन्ग स्टोरी, रॉन्ग एग्जांपल. हु सेड टू राइट जस्ट परफेक्ट? Think about it. Hello, everyone. Come to the class. Thank you. Riti, अभी प्रोडक्ट लोग प्रोडक्ट पे छोड़ देते हैं. Just think about it. What can you do? That's all. Okay, good. Very well done. So tell me in the chat box, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Based on that, I will tell you what is next for you. What's your emotion? What's your feeling? What's your LB, FLB level? Okay. Awesome. Beautiful. How many of you are able to see that the process of destruction has started? Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for destruction, chaos, and creation? Okay, good. So I just gave you a small marketing weapon, the first one. And the second weapon is much bigger and powerful than that. It's a deep, big secret. And personally speaking, I would not want this to be recorded. But I'm going to do the recording, but this is so powerful. And if this secret, if you implement it the way it is planned for you, it is going to give you wings. It's going to give you wings. Who wants wings? Okay. So this particular thing, we will do on Wednesday. That is 11th, 7 p.m. to most likely 11 p.m. Okay. I'll try to finish by 10:30 or 10 o'clock, but we'll spend some time. This is very, very powerful. Once you get this weapon and this weapon, your Go Yatra begins smart, smooth, very powerful. Okay? It's very powerful. Now, before we stop, I want to give you the homework quickly from session 1. Abhishek, for you, it will not be recorded. For other, it will be recorded. Okay. The first homework is watch the session 1, part 1 recording and do the class exercise once again. So come back to the same exercise which you have done. Do it again with a fresh mind, look for new distinction. Second, share your wins in WhatsApp group. Now, if you don't know, I have got my team and a little bit of AI support wherein we track how many people are responding, not responding in the chat in WhatsApp. I don't know if you know this or not. Get Overbooked is the only program or the last course I have. After that, there is no course or there is no program. I only offer mentoring. That is a basically application-based mentoring where I work with you on your business, on your marketing. Now, one of the qualifying criteria of mentoring, because look at it, so one of the qualifying criteria is, are you engaged or are you disengaged? If you're engaged, then you are going into the next level. So please make sure that you participate. Don't take this as a USC or apne matlab ka mat rakhiye. Share your wins, your exhalation. Okay, full on in the group. So once you finish today's class, I want to sit down, all of you, write down your wins from today's class. For any reason you are not able to write now, so tomorrow morning I am going to look at the WhatsApp group and want everybody's small or big win. So first you examine the win, and then you can you can ask your doubts, your queries on WhatsApp main group, or you can send an email to me, whatever works for you. Okay. Uske baad, the next homework is share examples on how brands are using story on you or us to convince. For example, आपने कोई shopping mall में कुछ देखा, आपने Netflix में कुछ देखा. So take a photo of it, share in the group. We all will learn from your example. Is this clear to you? Now, third and very important part is use story to convince your friend or a USC buddy to make shift in their behavior. For example, you want them to, let's say, start exercising. So use story to shift the behavior. Do whatever you can. You want someone to do some work for you. Use story and notice the behavioral shift. Okay. Now, this is a quote. This is a quote which is very, very, very important, and I want you to read this 1,000 times. Getting overbooked is much easier than trying not to get overbooked. For example, let's say to go to A to B, let's say this is an overbooked state. There are certain steps which you follow consistently, you are going to reach there. But what happens is people don't follow this route, this path, then they drift. They drift in different works, programs, something else, and then they realize, oh, मुझे ये भी तो करना था, and then they continue their journey. And then they drift. Somebody goes to the buying properties, buying this, and then do another course. Then TOC comes in, and then they realize this. Now, I want to tell you very, very simple. Overbook होना ज़्यादा आसान है. Not trying to get overbook ज़्यादा मुश्किल है. आप daily basis पे क्या काम कर रहे हो, that will define कि आप overbook कब होगे. Example, अगर मैंने आपका random audit कर लिया कि आपने कल क्या किया था पूरे दिन overbook के context में, and if I show you, you will be surprised that you're still taking this as a course, as a program. That is not going to bring some transformation in you guys. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to close today's class. You have been amazing, amazing, amazing student. And I'm going to see you on Wednesday, 7 p.m. with captains. And we create beautiful creation. So thank you very much, guys. Wednesday. And I'm looking for your wins from today's class.